Handoff to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from one man, got away from two. Squirts between the deep.
It's time for high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dick Seating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Valley Tractor. Now, let's go live to the stadium for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
All the way himself for the touchdown. Beautiful read by Ryan Branham. He'll score from 20 yards out.
Hello and welcome everyone to Big Nine football here on the NCWLIFE channel. Tonight it's the Sunnyside Grizzlies in town to take on the Wenatchee Panthers. I'm Grant Olson along with Brandon Harley tonight. And Brandon, you and I were just talking off air a little bit ago. This, because Wenatchee is 3-2 in league, Sunnyside 2-2, there's kind of a bunched up teams for that third place spot.
Right.
This is like a playoff game tonight.
Yeah, it's essentially that. You have your first round of playoffs tonight. You're battling for that third spot in the potential crossover later. Not crossover, potential playoff opportunity in a couple weeks. So this is a pre-playoff game.
Right. And, you know, both teams, Sunnyside brings here what they usually bring, and that's a fast quarterback and a bunch of small receivers that can really move out there. Really nothing different as far as Sunnyside goes. Wenatchee tonight playing without their starting quarterback, and that could be big.
Yeah, that's a big night. We have obviously homecoming tonight, and then as we got here, we realized it's also senior night. And when you have a lot of emotions in the game and you're missing your starting play caller, that shifts up the opportunities in the game a little bit for you.
And, you know, with Sunnyside, with the fleet-footed receivers and all, how does a wet field affect these teams tonight, do you think?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about
that.
We had
a little. I mean, it hasn't been a soaking rain, but you can tell the field is a little bit wet.
It's a little wet, but, you know, the way that these field turf fields are, and the kids all wear these tacky gloves, and the football's a little tackified now, it's not as much of an impact, and especially as much as both teams run the ball.
And, you know, temperatures not bad tonight. Football weather right around 50, maybe a little bit less, so it should be a nice night for football. The nice part, too, no wind to speak of, and that'll change everything if that comes up a little bit later on.
Yep.
All right, so it's the 3-2 Panthers taking on the 2-2 Sunnyside Grizzlies. Our pregame show will continue in 2 minutes. We'll talk X's and O's when we come back right after this. News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Grant Olson, Brandon Harley back in the booth at Lee Botho Field at the Apple Bowl. We are in pregame mode here. A sparse crowd so far on this wet night. We expect that to change. Lots of folks out in the parking lot kind of tailgating a little bit before tonight's wet one. But I'll tell you what, as we mentioned, a lot of small receivers for Sunnyside, including their quarterback, Julian Villanueva, I think 5'7", 160-some pounds. But he's also one of the leading rushers in the Big Nine, along with about 800 yards passing this year. So this kid is athletic.
Very, and that has been traditionally what we've seen from Sunnyside over the years. Guys that are really hard to get on the ground, right? Guys that make you miss. And the Panther defense is up for a big challenge tonight because you want to limit those big explosive plays, which they've seen a few of in the most recent weeks.
And, you know, it's not just the passing game. Derek Hansen for Sunnyside, the top rusher in the Big Nine. So kind of a dual-headed monster coming in down here to Wenatchee tonight.
First thing that popped on the stats for me about him was how many carries he's had, right?
I saw that, too.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
More than double the amount of carries from the next guy who has only 59 as of a couple weeks ago. So, obviously, on a night like this with a little bit of weather, you're going to hand the ball ball off to the running backs anyway, but this guy on a good night is going to get the rock a lot.
And so obviously they're not a pass-heavy team with one of the leading rusher in the Big Nine. So we're going to see a pretty good mix from Sunnyside.
Yeah, they still have, Villanueva is over a 1,000-yard passer, and for a Sunnyside team, that's a pretty significant number.
Absolutely. And the other side of the coin for the Wenatchee Panthers, without their starting quarterback Branham, they're going to go with Rigo Garcia. What can you tell us about him?
Well, we were speaking with special teams coordinator Brian Higgins right before the game, and he reminded us last year they were a little unsure of who was going to start this game down in Sunnyside. And in fact, getting off the bus, it was Rigo. He got the call as he stepped off the bus for the game. So he has had some experience. He's had to see some action this year, and he played a little bit last year as well. So I think anytime you have your backup quarterback in, the thing you want to make sure you're consistent, you're coordinated with your play calling, you don't overdo it. You've had all week to practice, but you want to keep the game plan simple for him.
That's so important, and the running game is going to be so important for the Panthers tonight. Who are we looking for Wenatchee tonight?
Yeah, well, if you've paid attention to the Panthers at all, Mike Mahika has been a steady and hard running back for them. He had quite a touchdown game a couple weeks ago. I think he had 5 touchdowns. I was on the PA call for that one.
Right.
But with that, they have some other options as well on offense that's going to help Rigo.
I'm looking forward to a really good matchup here tonight. That's for sure.
It'll be fun to see. Sunnyside's defense is one that's always very chaotic. It's that kind of amoeba defense where they're moving around a lot, so the Panthers have to be aware for that too.
All right, when we come back, Eric Granstrom caught up with Wenatchee Panther coach Taylor Mitchell, and we'll also talk to
Ryan Rainbow,
the linebacker for the Wenatchee Panthers, as our pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel right after this.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Pre-game show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel as we get ready for Sunnyside and Wenatchee homecoming week, Coach. First of all, before we talk about this week and what's happened coming off of last week, you get a big win, and you got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, another nice win for our team. I think we did what we wanted to do last week. Offensively, ran the ball really well. Michael Mahika with 190-plus yards on the ground. Augie Kate, our other running back, 60-plus yards. So I think we finished with 250 on the ground. So, again, controlling the ball, line of scrimmage, really efficient passing last week. I think we were, Ryan was 6 of 9 for about 120 yards and a pair of touchdowns. So, really efficient week last week, and hopefully just keep this rolling.
Well, sounds like it was not the healthiest of games for you as you get ready for Sunnyside tonight.
Yeah, fortunately we've been healthy up to this point before Davis. I mean, football's a physical, violent game. Injuries happen. And so thankfully we've been able to get kids a lot of playing time this year with our varsity group, JV game. So we feel like we have guys ready to step up and play. But yeah, the injury bug finally caught up to us last week. So it'll be good to see some guys step up tonight for us.
Let's talk about homecoming week. I know a lot of coaches that kind of, it's good for the kids, but it's also kind of rough for a coach.
Our kids have been focused. I haven't been able to tell at practice this week. I think our kids have been focused out here, which has been great to see. There's a lot on the line tonight, playing for a 3-seed or 4-seed into the playoffs. We haven't beat these guys since 2019. It's a smash mouth team, kind of just like us. So I anticipate it's going to be a physical football game. So I feel like our kids have really been present at practice this week and focused at the task at hand.
Well, and as it turns out, because you couldn't find an opponent for that last week, this is the last one until you get to the playoffs, right?
Hopefully not. That's what it's looking like right now. We're still looking for a game. We're knocking on doors all over the state right now. So
if you're a coach of a prep football team, you want a matchup next week, then get a hold of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have refs in the Apple Bowl ready to go next Thursday night, and if no one's willing to come here, we'll maybe look at getting on the road next week. So we've been knocking on doors all over the state, different levels. Sure. We want to give these kids, they work so hard year round that there's no reason why for us not to find a, ninth football game, for our kids.
As you get ready for this game tonight and you look at, your chess pieces, and some of those are going to be a little different, what do you hope to accomplish aside the dub?
I think offensively it's control the clock, run the football, which is really what we've done here the last 3-4 weeks now. Our offensive line's played really well. Our running backs, Michael's gone almost 150 plus 3 weeks straight. So I think being able to control the clock. Sunnyside runs abnormal defense, but I think we have answers to it. We moved the ball well on them last year. Last year, Rigo Garcia, backup quarterback, stepped in for us. He threw for almost 200 yards on 13. We went 13 of 20 for 200 yards, so a really efficient night from him. So I think it's, staying balanced, take the easy completions that they give us, control the clock, run the football, and then defensively they can be an explosive offense. This is the number 1, number 2 running back in the league. Their quarterback's, I believe, number 2 in the league. They have one of the best receivers. We have one of the best receivers in the league too, so I think it really pairs up to be a really competitive football game. So I think slowing down their offense, making them earn small chunks because they want those explosive plays down the football field.
Forecast is for a lot of rain tonight. Does that change your play calling at all?
No, not really. If weather's like this tomorrow night, again, playing on turf versus grass, it won't affect us too much, and we want to be able to run the football like we have the last few weeks. We have a couple big tight ends too. I joked with them last week. I don't know why they wear eligible receivers 8 and 81. They should probably look at putting on 60 and 61 with how much they're in there blocking. But it was cool to see Owen Irvin did catch a touchdown last week, caught one the week prior. Got a pair of catches last week. So we do try to feed those guys, especially when those DBs suck in. But between our O-line and tight ends, have been playing really well for us. So regardless of the weather, we're going to want to run the football.
So we talked about haven't beaten these guys since 2019. Also positive, over 500. That's got to feel pretty good. I know it's not what you wanted or what the team wanted. They wanted better than that, but that's got to feel pretty good in your second year as head coach here. Yeah,
I think a huge credit to these kids and the work they put in this offseason. I think the kids see kind of the vision and what does it take to be a competitive program in our league to compete for league championships. A lot of that's in the off season. It's easy, stepping in here in August and practicing. I think this is the easy stuff. The hard stuff is what nobody sees in the off season. And I thought we had an awesome off season. The weight room, the trainings that the kids did with 7-on-7s, our quarterbacks spending a lot of time, our receivers, same story. So a lot of the credit, or all the credit, goes to the kids. And I think we have the best coaching staff I've been around here at Wenatchee High School. I think we've been able to bring in a lot of pieces, and our coaches really bought in, and I think they're doing an awesome job also.
Well, best of luck here tonight. Keep everybody healthy.
Yeah, thanks, Eric.
All right, there you go. Taylor Mitchell joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and talk to one of the players getting ready for homecoming and see what it's been like from their perspective as we continue with the pregame show next here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome to Bliss. Population U. This is the you that appreciates the warmth of a good coat and the fit of a purposeful boot. At Coastal, we want to be your partner in finding your bliss. We are hopeful and helpful because we're about this community. So when you're looking for a place called Bliss, trust Coastal, your country lifestyle superstore. Coastal, we're just what the country needs.
When you enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place, close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel as we get ready for the Grizzlies and the Panthers. Ryan Rainbolt joining us now. Ryan, talk about this year for you guys, and you guys have played some pretty good football.
Yeah, we really locked into a mindset where we can go and beat anybody. That might not be the case, but I feel like all year our mindset has been, we're going to come in your house and we're going to take it over. So
Talk about that win last week. They got some points late on you, but you feel pretty good about how that came out?
We were honestly kind of sloppy, but, it works out for us when we have a good chemistry and a good D coordinator to call it for us.
What's that say about you guys when, like you say, kind of sloppy, didn't have your best game, but you still come out with a big win?
I think we had the mindset like we were really going to beat these guys, and a lot of times that can happen where you take things for granted, where it's like, oh, we're going to go beat these guys, and then they're going to come try to beat us too. That's one thing that we learned. And
well, just like you guys have a pride factor, they do too.
Of course, yeah.
Talk about this matchup with Sunnyside here tonight and what you see on film and what you expect.
When we play them in team camp in the summer, we go at it. We play hard. We both gets a little physical, get a little rowdy, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a dogfight, and it's going to come down to whoever wants it more, I think.
How do you keep that in check with your emotions and not get over the top and have some flags flying with extracurricular stuff?
Yeah, it's honestly really hard because a lot of team camp, we fought them like 3-4 times. So, yeah, it's just
like literally, right?
Oh, yeah. Big fights. So, honestly, it's just going to be a matter of keeping our cool, do what we do, just stay calm.
You don't want to give up yardage, right? I mean, for free, just because you lose your cool.
Of course not.
Talk about what you hope for the rest of the season. I mean, you still got, playoff opportunities, still got positioning, still got above 500 for the first time since 2019 before you were in high school. There's a lot on the line, isn't there?
Yeah, honestly, we're going to go into the games just thinking like, we're just going to keep playing how we've been playing. Obviously, we hope to win out, and if that's not the case, we're going to be happy with our season anyway.
So football, baseball, which do you like to play better?
I like football way better.
Okay, that's a good answer right now.
Yeah, way better. I like hitting people hard. So
I know you play baseball. Any other sports?
Not right now. I ski in the winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got to love seeing a little snow on the Mission Ridge right now.
Oh yeah, we went up there a week ago. And it was
okay. All right. Cool. So when you have free time, I heard about a hike last summer, something like that. Talk about what you like to do with your free time.
Me and the quarterback, Ryan Brandon, we go backpacking a lot. We've done some really hard hikes, and it helps us bond a lot. That's my boy. That's my best friend.
I heard that you were ready to cash it in a couple of times last summer.
Oh. I have this app on my phone where it spins a wheel, gives me options. I had keep going or go home. And I spun it, and I opened it today actually, and it said keep going. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. They have an app now for that. Of course they do. Rain's supposed to be falling for this game here tonight. Is that as a get down in the dirt linebacker kind of guy? You like that?
I actually like the rain more because actually I played a game after my uncle passed away, and it dumped rain, and I played really, really good. So that's always a really good reminder to me.
Maybe watching out for you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. What do you want to do after high school?
I think I want to get into moving dirt, like heavy machinery operating or something like that, something with my hands.
That's interesting. A lot of guys I've interviewed here this year, they're talking about trade schools. They're not talking about regular college. They're talking about getting jobs right away and things like that and working with their hands. Is that kind of a thing that is common for guys your age now?
I would say it's a very slept-on industry from what I've learned, and the pay is really good. So, and I think a lot of people are learning that nowadays. So,
So aside from hikes, I mean, are you a video game guy? What are you doing during the season when you have time at home?
I like to have people over to have fires. I'm not much of a video game guy, but my fires are pretty fun. So.
Okay, all right. So give a tip to our viewers out here on starting a fire. What's the best way to start a fire? And please don't say gasoline.
Well, the second best way to start a fire would be a toilet paper roll filled with dryer lint.
Oh, yeah. Dryer lint is a good tip. That's a great tip.
That's the second best one.
Okay, and, it helps to have dry wood. Of course, around here, you don't have to worry about the wood so much, do we?
We have a huge pile, too, so it's...
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you like burning the pine? What do you like burning?
Pallets.
Pallets. Okay. Okay. Now, I was just reading about a spot up here in the hills that actually was part of that forest fire we had that was a popular spot for teenagers to go have parties and have pallet parties. Do you know anything about that?
No, I just go to my house.
Okay. All right. Just got to take care of the nails afterwards, right?
It's all right. You just get a big magnet, get them all out.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, well, Ryan, best of luck here tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Ryan Brainbolt joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back, get you the starting lineups, and Grant and Brandon will have the call coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Grant Olson, Brandon Harley back in the booth as our pregame show continues. About 8.5 minutes away from kickoff on this homecoming 2025 here at Wenatchee High School. Also senior night, so lots of pregame festivities, and we're going to have a little extended halftime, and we'll bring you all the homecoming festivities coming up at halftime as well. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. And tonight, what the heck? Let's start with the defense, and we'll start with Sunnyside's defense. Defensive lineman Brian Garduno, he's 5'8", 215-pound sophomore. Also on the line is Angel Lugo. He's a senior and a big one, 6'2", 285 pounds. Also on the defensive line, Jorge Campos. He's also a senior at 5'6", 174 pounds. And now for the linebackers, Oscar Bonilla, 5'7", 165-pound senior. He's joined by Eric Cisneros, also a senior at 5'8", 177 pounds. And rounding out the linebacking core for the Grizzlies is sophomore Hayden Bucio. He's 5'5", 164 pounds. Now for the defensive backs, it's Alonzo Palacios. He's 5'7", 155 pounds, a junior. Cody Diddens, a senior. He's 5'4", 167 pounds. Junior Ramon Casas, also a defensive back, 5'9", 153 pounds. Also Adrian Ramos. He's a senior at 5'8", 174 pounds. And rounding out the defense for the Sunnyside Grizzlies is Sammy Gutierrez. He's a senior at 5'8", 143 pounds. And the head coach of the Sunnyside Grizzlies is Marshall Lobestal. And now the defense for the homestanding Wenatchee Panthers. Will begin with the defensive line. Owen Irvin, a senior, 6'3", 220 pounds. Hector Ruiz, also on the line. He's a senior, a big one, 6'3", 295 pounds. Also a big lineman, Luke Flugie, 6'4", 260 pounds. A linebacker is John Gutzweiler. He's 5'10", 205 pounds. A defensive lineman, a junior, Zachary Paniotu. He is 6'3", 215 pounds. Linebacker and one of the best all-around players on the field, Mike Mahika. He is a linebacker at 5'8", 190 pounds. Also at linebacker, Leon Stuber, 6 feet, 180 pounds. And now for the defensive backs for the Panthers, junior Jordan Barb is 5'10", 155 pounds. Also Thomas Matheson, also only a junior at 6 feet, 170 pounds. Griffin Butler, a junior, 6'3", 170. And Brandon, all the defensive backs are juniors. Will Allworth, 5'11", 170-pound junior. So just by the defenses, Sunnyside a little more experience, a lot more seniors on that, at least the defensive side of the ball than the Panthers have.
Yeah, there's a lot of younger guys getting in a lot of action, which is a good thing for your program, but it's also pushing them into a position where they got to got to perform under a big game.
That's right. We'll take a break for the national anthem, and we'll be back to the Apple Bowl in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
You won't be voting for Congress or the presidency this year, but local elections are the place where your voice can make the most difference. Wenatchee Valley candidates are lining up to serve on city councils and school boards on both sides of the Columbia River. NCWLIFE put all of them in the hot seat so you can find the ones who represent you the best. Watch our interviews at these times and dates right here on our channel or anytime online at ncwlife.com. You're watching the NCWLIFE channel. Your vote matters to us.
And we are back in the booth at Lee Bopto Field at the Apple Bowl. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. And once again, kind of a sparse crowd tonight here on this cool and rainy night here in the Wenatchee Valley. Boy, I'll tell you, Brandon, we haven't talked about rain in a long time in this valley. So to see it, it's not a bad thing. And we haven't had much of it all summer long. But
rough fall.
It's not where it's going to affect anything. It's just kind of a spitting rain right now, off and on, no wind whatsoever. And temperature is pretty decent for football out there.
Yeah, it'll be colder for the people watching than it will be the players. It's pretty good conditions overall.
It really is. Tonight's referees, our referee is Mark Amrine. Our umpire is Zachary Kirshner. Head linesman Craig Still. The back judge is Steve Johnston. And the line judge is Victor Abarca. So we are just about set to go. Wenatchee in their home purple uniforms, gold numbers and gold helmets, while Sunnyside in their away whites with kind of a maroon bottoms and maroon trimmed numbers. So the captain's getting set to head out to the middle of the field. And it's nice to see that Ryan Branham is one of the captains out there, Brandon.
Right. Yeah, it's tough when you're a senior.
Oh, man.
And you're the quarterback that's played a few years. It's your big homecoming game. There's playoff implications on the line. He's obviously going to be very frustrated tonight. But
so what technically is his injury then?
I don't know.
Don't know. It's a leg injury. Obviously, he's on crutches.
Yeah.
We're just hoping that if they do get that number 3 spot, he's able to return and play in the playoff game.
Right, yeah. I watched a little bit of the game last week, and I think he got twisted up a little bit at the end of a run. He scrambled, and, they kind of keep that quiet now just about, health protections. But he has had injuries in the past, so hopefully this is one that he can shake off kind of quick.
And, the interesting thing, I was looking at the past games for Sunnyside so far this year, and, boy, they started off with a tough schedule. They had Skyline, Coeur d'Alene, Moses Lake, and Eastmont their first 4 games. That's a tough way to start.
Oh, yeah. You start off with Skyline first, you're going to get punched in the mouth.
Right.
Then you go to travel to Idaho, and that's a hard place to play football. And then you got to go to Moses Lake, who's absolutely rolling. So for a team like Sunnyside to continue to, you got to just gather. You got to take those punches and try to get. It's a long season.
Right. In the last 2 weeks, they've rolled. They've rolled over Davis and rolled over Ike. So after 4 straight losses, they have a couple of wins now to show for it.
With any football, momentum is big, particularly with high school kids. You don't want to lose them early, but you got to remember they are non-league, and let's just keep going long season.
So I'm not sure. It's like Sunnyside will receive the opening kick. I'm not sure if Wenatchee won the toss and deferred, but Sunnyside will receive. And Wenatchee will kick it off here in this big 9 matchup tonight with the 2-2 Sunnyside Grizzlies and the 3-2 Wenatchee Panthers. And I mentioned a big bunch up at the top of the Big 9. It's Moses Lake on top right now at 4-0. Eastmont is at 4-1. Wenatchee 3-2. West Valley and Sunnyside both are at 2-2 on this season. Right. So, man, it's a battle for third place, Brandon.
Yeah, the Big Nine's lucky this year. They have a three-team draw for the playoffs. So you get in that top three, you're going to have an extra week of football.
Yeah, who doesn't want that? Yeah. So both teams take the field, and we are just about set for football here on a football kind of night here in the Wenatchee Valley. As the Panthers will kick it off, and Anthony Garcia will kick it for the Panthers. Kick returner is Ramon Casas and Alonso Palacios for the Sunnyside Grizzlies. All right, once again, it is Garcia to kick it off. Anthony Garcia for the Panthers, and we are underway here from the Apple Bowl, and this is absolutely a booming kick right through the end zone. And Sunnyside will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, Anthony's got a leg, and it's,
holy cow.
You know, with no wind, that was pretty impressive to see, and that's good there.
So the offense for Sunnyside on the field, quarterback Julian Villanueva. And that good running back Derek Hansen behind him, and I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of him tonight. It's like Sunnyside trying to get the right personnel out there.
Yeah, that's you don't want to have your first play of the game.
You sure don't, a delay of game.
Yeah.
All right, here's Villanueva, 5'10", 171-pound quarterback for Sunnyside. Handoff is to Hansen, works the left side of the line. Gets about 3 up to the 23-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and about 6, maybe 7 yards for the Grizzlies. Ball at their own 23-yard line. 3 receivers in this offensive set for the Grizzlies. Villanueva in shotgun. The motion man is Mason Streak. He gets the handoff on an end around, and he's got some room to run across the 40 up to the 45. And he is taken down there by Mike Mahika. Mahika, not after a big gain, though, all the way up to the 45-yard line. Gain of 23 yards. 1st down at 10, Grizzlies at their own 45. Here's the handoff. Hansen tries the right side this time. Only a couple. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 now for Sunnyside. Ball just past the 45 at the 46.5-yard line. Villanueva again, shotgun. This time Hansen goes in motion out to the flat, gets the pass out there, gets a block as well, gets to the outside across midfield into Panther territory. Very close to a 1st down at the Wenatchee 46-yard line. He'll be about a yard short.
Yeah, nice little swing pass there. It was a lateral. I was a little worried that maybe it was going to be a double pass coming out of that, but you can see the tempos there.
Brings up 3rd down and short as the chain crew gets untangled over there on the Sunnyside sideline. Do want to mention they're my friends, the best chain crew in all of Washington. Eric Kuntz, Jeff Parks, Lauren Brown, and Parker Avery. Been doing it a long, long time, I know that. So it is a 1st down at the 45-yard line. So Sunnyside keeps this drive rolling. Hard count gets the Panthers to jump, and that'll be an extra 5 yards for Sunnyside. Our first penalty of the night. That'll bring up first down and 5 now at the Wenatchee 40-yard line. Clock stopped at 10:37, just underway first quarter. Great to have you along tonight for this Big 9 matchup here on the NCWLIFE channel. Villanueva shotgun. 3 receivers again, 2 receivers far side, or should say the wide side of the field. Villanueva quarterback draw, and he will get close to another Sunnyside first down at the 35-yard line, and I believe that will be a first down.
Sunnyside's been good about showing different looks here early on in their drive to give the Panther defense something to kind of think about.
They're keeping them off their feet for sure, Brandon.
The tempo's been pretty good.
Empty backfield. Now Hansen comes and joins Villanueva in the Sunnyside backfield. Hansen gets the handoff. Right side has a big hole around the outside. Gets another block. Can he turn the corner? He can't, but still a nice gain down to the 27-yard line. Will Allworth, a nice tackle for the Panthers to save a bigger gain on that run. Gain of about 8. Brings up a second down and about 2 for Sunnyside. Ball is at the Wenatchee 27-yard line. This drive for Sunnyside began at their own 20-yard line, about 3 minutes into it now. Here's the handoff. Hansen, big hole, middle of the field. This time Hansen cuts it back right side down to the 15-yard line, and that's a gain of 12 for Hansen on that carry.
Really nice looking power play, exploiting the interior of the Panther defense there. They see something that they can lean on. You see they have some big interior offensive linemen that they're using right there.
Boy, just blowing holes right now open for Hansen. You can see why he's one of the top rushers, Brandon, in the Big 9. A good offensive line in front of him.
Yeah, he's explosive on his first step, and he gets to the line quick.
First and 10, ball at the Wenatchee 15. Hansen again, why not? Rumbles his way down to the 10-yard line. And that's about a 5-yard gain on first down for the Grizzlies.
Same play again, little fold kind of counter play to the right-hand side.
Clock moving, 8:25 left first quarter. Once again, Villanueva shotgun with Hansen to his left. Gets the snap. Delayed pitch to Hansen. Finds a hole, cuts back in, drives down inside the 5-yard line, and that's going to be close to another Sunnyside first down, and I think they've got it, don't you, Brandon?
They did. They already waved the chain down. You're looking at, first and goal from the 4 there. Little power toss to the outside. They had power action up front with the line, but the Hansen there were able to take it to the edge and get another first down.
First and goal, Grizzlies. Ball inside the Panther 5 at the 4-yard line. Hansen, handoff, right side. Did he make it in?
Signal him down just before the goal line.
Just short, so a 3-yard gain that time for Derek Hansen. And the workhorse on this drive, no doubt about that. Second and goal now for the Grizzlies.
And no let up here. You can see their tempo's quick.
Villanueva is just going to keep it. And does he get in? I don't think he made it. Good stop by the Panthers. Mahika once again on the big hit at the goal line, and they're going to be short, no gain on that.
Yeah, the Panthers did a good job of pinching up front. It clogged up the interior of the line because the Hansen was going to be the lead fullback for that, the QB keep, and they stuffed that, and he bounced outside and got tackled.
Boy, Mahika's a hitter. Once he gets in contact with you, you know it. Third down and goal. Here's Villanueva, easily gets in this time, and that is a touchdown for the Grizzlies. So the Grizzlies 80 yards on that opening drive. Pretty impressive. And it's a 6-0 ball game,
right,
Brandon.
yeah, they did exactly what you thought they were going to do, right? Their one pass was a quick screen and got some positive yards. Other than that, lean on the leading rusher in the Big 9.
Here's the hold. The kick is up. It's a low kick, and it is good. 6 minutes, 44 seconds left to go first quarter. It's Sunnyside 7 and Wenatchee nothing. Back to the field in 30 seconds.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Impressive opening drive for the Sunnyside Grizzlies. They go 12 plays, 80 yards, took 5 minutes, 16 seconds off the clock. 1 yard touchdown run by Julian Villanueva. The point after, good, and Sunnyside leads it here early, 7-0. So the Panthers with a chance to touch the football now. Kicking it off is Joel Mendez for Sunnyside. Let's see who we have on the return. Takes it at about the 18-yard line and may have taken a knee. It's number 25, Stowe McGinnis. And I think his knee touchdown, don't you, Brandon? Right there at the 20-yard line.
I didn't know if he had a knee down or if it was an inadvertent fair catch.
That could be, too.
The white hat down here is saying that he waved his hand, so I think
Gotcha.
that they're blowing the whistle dead.
So the Panthers take over with about half this quarter gone. 6 minutes, 42 seconds after that 5 minutes, 16-second drive by Sunnyside. And we'll see what the Panthers have to offer here on offense. First down and 10.
You can see they're coming out in 12 personnel, 2 tight ends right away to see what kind of alignment they're going to face.
Rigo Garcia, once again, the quarterback. In for the injured Ryan Branham out tonight. Here's Garcia. Handoff, nice hole up the middle of the field. And that's Mahika with a gain across the 25 all the way up to the 28-yard line. Gain of 8 on that first down carry by Mahika.
You can see Coach Taylor Taylor Mitchell's slowing down the tempo a little bit for his quarterback. They're having it go on 2 on the very first play to get a look at what Sunnyside, they have a lot of movement, a lot of attack, a lot of blitzes coming. You can see how many are in the box here.
Boy, they really are. They're showing everything and then back out of it a little bit.
So they'll check with me on the sideline to determine what they're going to call.
Garcia, handoff again, Mahika. Thought about the left side, went up the middle of the field. I think he has enough for a first down. Only needed about 1.5 yards and got 2, and that is a Panther first down. So the Panthers move the chains on their first set of downs here tonight. Homecoming night 2025 here in the Wenatchee Valley, or for Wenatchee High School, I should say.
Yeah, I like the plan. It's, when you have a backup quarterback, you want to try to simplify things, and when you have such an aggressive defense, you can see now how many people are in the box. But that safety is only about 8 yards deep.
Right. Griffin Butler split out left side, handoff Mahika instead, finds the hole, finds some room too, crosses the 35 out to the 36-yard line. A nice gain of 5 yards on first down for the Panthers. I like the way Mahika runs with his head up all the time. He might not hit the hole he's supposed to, but he finds something else. You know what I mean?
I know he's a rugby player too, so he's one of those guys that's used to running low to the ground.
Absolutely, you can tell. Yeah. Got a big lower trunk. Second down and about 4, maybe about 4 for the Panthers. Ball is at their own 36-yard line, and we've got movement.
You get a false start on our left tight end here, Owen Irvin. You'll hear coaches talk about it in the NFL or actually in any level of football. You want to stay on schedule. You want to keep your offense on schedule, and little mistakes like that take you off schedule. You were at 2nd and 5, which is a huge opportunity for your offensive play calling, and now you're back to 2nd and 10. So you want to try to work on those little things like that.
That's a great point. You're right. 2nd and 4 or 5, you have a lot of options. All right, it is 2nd and 9 for the Panthers. Ball back now at the 31-yard line. Garcia's going to put it up. Has a receiver, but is dropped by Butler at just about the 48-yard line. That pass was there.
Yeah, it was good call, good play. The ball was right where it was. I don't think Griffin dropped it as much as he just didn't have quite control of it, and they stripped it away, which was a good defensive play.
It was. I think he did just get his hand in there, Brandon, at the end. You're right.
Everything looked it was just a good around play. Unfortunately, didn't come up for the Panthers.
But a nice pass for the first pass for Garcia tonight.
Yeah, he threw it was the correct read. That's
right.
The first thing. It was the right placement, right? And then we'll just finish the next time.
3rd down and 9 now for the Panthers. Ball still at their own 36-yard line. Once again, it's Butler split left side. Garcia's going to keep it around the left side. Gets grabbed at about the 35, and that's about it down at the 36-yard line. A gain of about 5 on that carry for Garcia, but that's going to force the punting unit to come out for the Panthers.
That penalty was such an impactful piece of that
Boy,
last
it
drive,
was.
right? When you had some really good momentum, and it's a good example of how, little mistakes like that can really change the schedule of your calls.
Anthony Garcia, the kicker, is also the punter. Roman Casas back deep for Sunnyside. Line drive punt, a beauty that whistles out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. I think they're going to mark it right at the 20-yard line.
Penalty back here right around where the kick took place.
I didn't see if there was roughing or anything, but
I don't believe he was.
okay, let's see the call here. Is that roughing the punter? Didn't understand that call, I guess. That'll give the Panthers a first down. Absolutely. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. Was it running into the kicker, Brandon?
Yeah, it was a little hard to see here with what the call was, but I watched the kick. I thought it was going to be partially blocked. Anthony Garcia took a lot of time to get that ball off. It ended up being a good kick, but I didn't see him hit too hard.
Nonetheless, first down for the Panthers. Ball now at their own 41-yard line. A nice break for Wenatchee as they keep this drive alive. Mahika takes a big shot at the line of scrimmage. He was hit there by Russell Cate, the linebacker, 5'8", 175-pounder for Sunnyside after a gain of 2 yards. What I like about Mahika, he falls forward also.
Right.
He gets hit, he always falls forward.
That's the thing, one of the things as an offensive coordinator, you're always looking for positive plays. Even if, finish the play, get a 2 or 3, those things add up over time.
You know who was great at that was Nathan Blauman.
Yeah, I had
falling forward all the time.
I was lucky enough to be the person to call his plays.
Right. Handoff again, Mahika keeps that pile moving almost to midfield. In fact, I think they're going to give him midfield, which is an 8-yard gain. Not quite a first down, but a nice run by Mike Mahika all the way up to midfield. Boy, what a running back.
Yeah, looked great. First time the Panthers ran their counter play there with a pretty good successful rate there. Again, it's so hard when you're pulling your offensive line when you have a defense that's not standing still.
Exactly.
Sunnyside's D is very much a high risk, high reward. It's a lot of gambling.
3rd down and 1 for the Panthers. Ball right at midfield, 50-yard line, and once again, Owen Irvin, the tight end, on the left side of the line, jumped, and that'll cost the Panthers another 5 yards.
And there we are again with a 3rd and a long 1-yard line, or one to go.
Right.
And you want to get that first down, keep the chains moving. Now you're kind of limited again, right? I gotta make a different call here. You might look at something like a play action bootleg play here.
So as Brandon instead of a 3rd and 1, 3rd down and 6, maybe even 7 for the Panthers. Ball back at their own 45-yard line. Whistles and a timeout called by Panther coach Taylor Mitchell. We'll take 1, 2. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in this first quarter. It's Sunnyside 7 and Wenatchee nothing. We're back to the Apple Bowl in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
2 minutes and 15 seconds in this very quick-moving first quarter. The Panthers have the football, 3rd down and 7. The ball is at their own 45-yard line, and the Panthers have really had a nice drive, but a couple of penalties have kind of set them back. They did have a fortunate call on a roughing the punter. At least we think that was the call. And it kept this drive alive, but now Panthers facing a big 3rd down and 7. Sunnyside has only had 1 possession in this first quarter, and this is the Panthers' only possession as well, as I mentioned, in this quick-moving first quarter. Rigo Garcia's shotgun for the Panthers. Mahika in the backfield, and Garcia's going to keep it around the left side, lowers his head and gets across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 5 for Garcia on the ground.
Just a
Not enough, though. 4th down again, Brandon.
Yeah, and you know, that's those penalties that are going to come back and get you. Those opportunities that coaches just beg, you know, mental toughness about, because that's 3rd and 1, and now you're in a situation where you're going to punt again.
Garcia, Anthony Garcia, on to punt for the Panthers. Gets that kick away, and just a boomer again. Fair catch is signaled for and made at the 20-yard line by Ramon Casas, and Sunnyside now will take the field for their 2nd possession here of this first quarter. Ball again at their own 20-yard line. 1:31, unbelievably quick first quarter, Brandon.
Well, you know, when you look at Michael Mahika has 5 carries, and how many hands did for Sunnyside along with their quarterback keep? 1 pass.
That's why the clock moves and moves.
Yeah, we had an incomplete pass for both the Panthers, 1 complete pass for Sunnyside. So, yeah, the clock's going to run with teams that grind it out.
Grizzlies have it, as I mentioned, for the 2nd time in this first quarter. 1st down and 10. Julian Villanueva in shotgun with Derek Hansen to his right. Now in motion, it's Cody Diddens. He moves out to the left, gets the pass in the flat, finds some room, gets a short gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards up to the 23-yard line.
Another swing pass there. They're 2 for 2, right? That's the one play, the one pass they had in the prior drive when they had possession.
Exactly.
Same play. You see Sunnyside's got this passer in it. Well, you can see, let's see if the lineman again, their formation sometimes is an ineligible receiver.
The movement again on the line. I don't know if the Panthers line was drawn off. No, it is a defensive offside on the Panthers. Panthers' 4th penalty for 20 yards here in this first quarter.
That's a telling stat considering offensively how it affected them.
That's right, it really did on that first possession with 1 minute exactly left to go in this first quarter. Villanueva, Hansen, the handoff up the middle, jukes his way across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. That will be enough for a 1st down.
Again, big power play. Right tackle pulling along the left side there, creating that hole for Hansen.
Hansen's a good runner as well.
He runs hard and low, and you can see obviously on camera there, Sunnyside's got some hefty linemen that are built low.
They really do. 1st down and 10 Grizzlies as we wind down this first quarter of play. Hansen again, the handoff, spins, gets hit at the 30-yard line after a short gain of only about 2 yards.
Good tackle made there by linebacker Liam Stuber coming up to meet there. He did a great job of attacking the line of scrimmage before the blockers that were pulling got to him. That's one of the keys to defeating a counterplay is beat the puller to the hole.
Right. Time winding down, 6 seconds now left. Will Sunnyside get a playoff here before the end of the quarter? They do, and it's a handoff again to Hansen. Left side, wrapped up, keeps those legs moving, and gets all the way up to the 34-yard line, gain of 4 yards. And that will do it for our first quarter play after 1 here at the Apple Bowl. Big 9 matchup. It's the Sunnyside Grizzlies 7 and the Wenatchee Panthers nothing. We're back with second quarter action in 60 seconds.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here. I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Grant Olson and Brandon Harley back with you. 1 quarter in the books, and after one, it's Sunnyside 7 and Wenatchee nothing. This is only the second touch of the football for Sunnyside. Wenatchee's only had it one time in this quick-moving ball game, at least so far. Sunnyside facing a 3rd down and about 4. Villanueva pass, Diddens out in the flat, has room, cuts it back upfield. Now he's in the middle of the field. He's got some speed to 35. Loses the football at the 25. The referee goes down in that scrum, and I think Wenatchee recovered that football. No official call, but I'm pretty sure Wenatchee came up with that football.
Yeah, John Gutzweiler doing a great job at trailing the play, not giving up. He was way out of the play, followed it back, and just laid an absolute bone-crushing hit to cough that ball up. The defense isn't coming off the field, so maybe they know something we don't.
I'll be darned.
But yeah,
35-yard play.
Yeah. Oh, no, they are calling it for the Panthers.
I don't know what else it could be there. It was obvious fumble. Diddens didn't see the defender from behind. He punched it out of there.
Yeah, that was, I mean, obviously we want to make sure that we make an adjustment on defense to rally to the reception. It was a simple hitch by the quarterback, the Sunnyside quarterback there. Which shows you that an easy 7-yard hitch can be a big gain.
Boy, I guess. I like the cut back upfield, too.
Big break for the Panthers to get a chance back here.
So the Panthers touch it for the 2nd time now in this first half. Here we are at 2nd quarter, 11:46 left to go. Garcia back to pass, rolls to his right behind the receiver. It goes out of bounds.
Nice play call there by Coach Mitchell. You want to go play action after running the ball many, many times on the last drive. You haven't had that yet. You give them a chance to. The defense by Sunnyside certainly attacked when they saw Mike Mojica's play fake there. Just throwing the ball a little behind Mr. Stuber there on the route.
People don't realize that's a hard pass, running as fast as you can to the right.
Yeah,
you are running to your right, but it's still not an easy throw.
Well, have anybody stand back there and throw when 10 other guys are trying to kill you. That's hard enough.
2nd and 10, handoff this time. Mojica has room around the right side, 30, cuts it back up 35 to the 40. Tough run, 15 yards from Mojica up to the Panther 40-yard line.
Again, I'm really. I like the play call because on the first drive, Graham, most of the plays were power inside zone. This is an outside zone, a stretch play. After kind of sucking that defense in on a play action on the first, you go outside run, and that was exactly the result. Good job.
Really nice seal block on the end for sure. 1st and 10 now. Wenatchee at their own 40-yard line.
You could probably run it again here if you notice. Now, C71, the defensive end here, bounced outside.
Right. You're right. Mojica wanted the right side, goes back up middle of the field, looked like nothing, and he powers his way for 5 yards up to the 45-yard line, bringing up a 2nd down and 5 now for Wenatchee.
It's so key. One of the things that people forget on defense is, you don't just peel your ears back and go. You have run fits. Where do you go? What gap? And Sunnyside is not gap disciplined because they are so active and they move around. They gamble, and then sometimes when you gamble, you have that big stretch play because nobody was there.
Right. 2nd and 5, Panthers. Garcia again, shotgun. Mojica to his right. Fake handoff to Mojica. Play action over the middle of the field. Left it hanging there. It's picked off. Sammy Gutierrez for the Grizzlies takes a hit at the 50. And I believe that's where they'll mark him at about the 50-yard line.
Penalty flag on the play.
We do have a flag down. That might have been after the interception, huh, Brandon?
Yeah, I didn't see any on the initial play. Good little play action read. Rigo had the right correct read. He just didn't put much on the ball, so it hung up in the air. It was intended for number 12 sophomore Micah Nell. And you could see it from here that it didn't have enough mustard on it to get to it.
He really didn't. No, I like the play call,
Right.
though. They had that man-to-man coverage there. Just didn't get it to him. So what's the call here? It is Sunnyside ball at the 50-yard line. We do know that much. $10:15 left to go, second quarter. In fact, they're going to move the ball back now to the 45-yard line, so Sunnyside will begin there at their own 45.
Yeah, it's pretty common to get a block in the back or a legal cutback block on a interception when everybody's looking to get as much as they can, and you're not always disciplined on those backside plays.
And boy, any way you look at it, though, Brandon, really good field position for Sunnyside with his 7-0 lead.
Yeah, their fumble didn't end up hurting them because of the turnover here, but man, such a good chance for the Panthers to get a big play there. A little short.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Grizzlies at their own 45. Villanueva, handoff. Hansen rumbles his way across midfield. Nice 6-yard run for Hansen. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 now for the Grizzlies. Hurry up offense. Handoff again, Hansen trying to catch Panthers off guard a little bit, and they did as Hansen gets it into Panther territory to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 8 on 2nd down and 4.
I wasn't expected Sunnyside's tempo to be so effective, and this is, again, here's another good complete pass. You're going to see
might have a hold
here.
on that.
I think 52, the offensive lineman for Sunnyside.
I like that play call as well. That would have been enough for a 1st down for the Grizzlies. Instead, it's coming back. That'll bring up a 1st down and 20 now for the Grizzlies.
Holding on the Grizzlies, 10-yard penalty.
I know Coach Mitchell is going to be aware of the fact that the tempo that Sunnyside's running at affects both sides of the ball for him because we have a lot of players that go both ways.
You know, that's a great point, too. And we're talking big guys that go both ways,
Yeah.
right? Like Hector Ruiz and those kinds of guys that get a little winded. Here we go, 1st down and 20 now for the Grizzlies. Back the ball back into Sunnyside territory at the 49-yard line. 3 receivers in the set, 2 to the left, 1 to the short side of the field on the right. Villanueva wanted to pass left, nobody there. He's forced to run it now. Does a nice job of it, makes a couple of defenders miss and gets all the way up to the Wenatchee 47-yard line. Gain of about 4 on that play when it looked like wasn't much there for Villanueva.
Panther defensive back on the lower side over here, Jordan Barb, did a good job of making sure that was going to be a quick screen out to the number 1 receiver, the farthest receiver. And he jumped that early, and that's what kept the quarterback from having to be pumped and held on to it.
2nd down, a long way to go still for the Grizzlies. Still not back to the original line of scrimmage. That's a gain of about 3 for Hansen on that play.
And again, linebacker John Gutzweiler for the Panthers in on that tackle. He's going to see a lot of action. He's tapping out right now. He's asking for a sub because he's gassed.
Ball is at the Wenatchee 44-yard line. Sunnyside 3rd down and about 12 yards to go. Trips left side for Sunnyside on this play. Fake handoff to Hansen. All kinds of time for Villanueva. Has a receiver wide open left side of the field into the end zone. Touchdown. Sunnyside. Adrian Ramos.
Their number 2 and 3 receivers ended up in a trip formation to the left side here. Their number 2 and 3 receivers ran a wheel route. So that was the actual number 3 receiver, the one closest to the end of the line. And there's some miscommunications between the safety, the linebacker, and the corner on this side. And they let him go free, and you can see the result of that.
43 yards. And the score for Sunnyside to make it 13-0. 8:28 left to go before halftime. Going for 2, the Grizzlies. Pass into the end zone is a bounce pass in that funky formation. And the point after is no good, the 2-point try.
Sunnyside lines up in the swinging gate there with lots of those options. A lot of times they just do it to see what you're going to do, and if you don't react to it well, they'll run their predetermined play.
Right. You only see a few teams try that, too.
Yeah, it's really, most teams see it now, so they're prepared.
Tonight's broadcast on the NCWLIFE channel is brought to you by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call today at 509-662-6842. So, 43-yard touchdown pass. Villanueva to Ramos. The point after no good. 13-0 our score. Only 2 minutes and 7 seconds with the football that time for the Grizzlies. As Sunnyside set to kick off now to the Panthers. Joel Mendez will kick off for the Grizzlies. Stowe McGinnis, one of the return men for the Panthers. It comes his way. McGinnis has it at the 10-yard line. Little stutter step to the 15-20, cuts it back upfield, crosses the 25, and he's hit down there. And the Panthers will begin at their own 25-yard line for the second consecutive possession. Panthers now find themselves down by 2 scores here. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left before halftime.
All of the drives are important, Grant, but I feel like with this one in particular, you need to get a really solid, long drive here, eat up some time, get some momentum. You know, we were on schedule well for the first couple of drives.
Get their defense tired a little bit here on this possession, right?
Have some consistency.
1st and 10, Rigo Garcia, shotgun. Mike Mahica to his right.
It's a stretch play off to the left here. If the
bobbled snap, Mahica still gets it and still gets about 4 yards up to close to the 30-yard line.
You see the call for the check to the sideline. Coach Mitchell's looking to see which defensive lineman is lined up where and where the end is. He saw something there that allowed for a power play, but when you have a muff snap, again, that plays with your timing. The pulling guard changes.
That probably goes with experience. He hasn't been back there a lot.
100%.
He was thinking ahead and just didn't keep his eye on that snap.
Oh, yeah.
2nd down, 7 now for the Panthers. Ball just shy of their own 30-yard line.
So you can see him coming off the right-hand side here, the Sunnyside defense. So we're going to see a play.
It is a blitz, right? It's good call left side. Mahica, plenty of room over the left side. Still on his feet, almost all the way up to midfield, and they do finally mark him out right at midfield.
Another good carry. You can see why they're doing the check to the sidelines, because Sunnyside's defense is so active about where they gamble so much. And you can see them overloading the defense or offensive left side. So, hey, we're going to run power to the right. And sure enough, there you go.
And that was a great call. 19 yards on that carry for Mahica. And he's having himself a half here.
Yeah, he's on every snap on defense, offense, and
really
special
is.
teams. So he's a workhorse.
Timeout on the field. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go second quarter. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by our friends at Abby's Pizza. For more than 50 years, Abby's has proudly served the Northwest with toppings to the edge. 100% real cheese and freshly rolled dough. Order online at abbys.com. And by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. Apple Valley Honda, committed to preserving the environment, not only with fuel-efficient vehicles, but also with other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. Great to have you along tonight for this big showdown here tonight between the Grizzlies and the Wenatchee Panthers. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go before halftime. And the Grizzlies lead it on the road by a score of 13-0. Panthers have it 1st down and 10. Ball right at midfield.
You've seen the Panthers have a lot of success in this double tight end set.
Garcia, shotgun. Mahica to his right.
Now Sunnyside's making an adjustment to change after the look to the sidelines. Before they were holding it.
Handoff, Mahica, left side, nothing doing there. Nice defensive play by the Grizzlies. It's number 5, I believe, Adrian Ramos. In fact, a loss of 1 on that play. That'll take the ball back to the 49-yard line, bring up a 2nd down and 11.
Good timeout by the Sunnyside coaching staff. They needed their defense to regroup a little bit, and then you can see that they made some adjustments on their D on the front there before. And again, they keep bringing so many guys.
2nd and 11 for Wenatchee. Here's Garcia. Fake, now going deep down right side. Has a receiver there. It's caught at the 20 and run out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Griffin Butler with a nice post corner route.
And what a pass by Garcia as well. 36 yards on that pitch and catch. Garcia to Butler. And the Panthers are in business in the red zone at the Sunnyside 10-yard line.
It was only a 2-man route, which means both tight ends stayed max protect. They were giving him as much protection as they could, and Griffin ran a great post corner. And with their, you can see Sunnyside safety plays so close to the line, there wasn't any help on the top.
1st down and goal. Here's Mahika. Flag comes flying in behind the play, usually in the area of holding.
You can see a hold there for sure.
So instead of a 1st and goal, it'll be a 1st and 20 for the Panthers. As the ball will move back to the 20-yard line with 6:32 now left in this first half. Remember, coming up at halftime, it's homecoming, and we will bring you all the sights and sounds of Wenatchee Panther Homecoming 2025 coming up at halftime.
Mentioned earlier about staying on schedule. Here's another example, right? 1st and 10, that's a great place to be. Now you're 1st and 20, 1st and goal from the 20.
Right. It's like this is the 3rd time, I think, isn't it, Brandon? That's happened on drives. All right, the Panthers have their work cut out for them. 1st down and 20. Fake pass, Garcia. All kinds of space to run, and he does so up the middle of the field. Still on his feet. Does he get into the end zone? It looks like they're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Sunnyside in man defense, and when you don't have somebody matched up on your quarterback, a spy, and all 4 verticals, you don't have any safety help.
Right.
That leaves a lot of grass for your quarterback. It was a great decision by Rigo to go. He put his shoulder down. That's really a cool thing to see when your teammates see your quarterback.
It is, because he really could have been down about the 4 or 5-yard line. Gets down to the 1 on a 19-yard scamper by Rigo Garcia. The Panthers now have it 2nd down and goal, with 5:50 left in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, they brought in fullback here, and you'll see a little bit heavier formation, double tight ends, fullback.
Handoff, Mahika just walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Run by number 20, Michael Mahika.
So just what the doctor ordered for the Panthers, get themselves back into this one. We're down 13-0, now 13-6. Anthony Garcia on for the point after touchdown try. Here's the snap. Hold is a good one. The kick is up and right down the middle, and it's good. 5 minutes, 36 seconds left to go 2nd quarter. It's Sunnyside 13 and Wenatchee 7. We're back in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new midsize Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
When you enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place, close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
All right, here's the kick by Anthony Garcia after the touchdown by the Panthers. Taken by the Grizzlies at the 10-yard line, and the return man cannot get outside. Nice job of coverage. Ramon Casas just couldn't do anything with that, and good coverage by the Panthers special teams.
Yeah, Jackson Garrett, number 29 for the Panthers, first one there. Really good leverage, which made that guy, the return man there, make a decision and put his foot in the ground and had to slow down.
Back all the way to what, the 11-yard line. And that's the worst starting position so far tonight for Sunnyside.
We'll
13-7.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Their tempo continues.
Villanueva handoff Hansen. Lots of room up the middle of the field. Close to a Grizzly first down after a gain of 8 yards on first down. Tough run that time again by Hansen. Boy, this has been the Mike Mahika show and the Derek Hansen show in this first half on the ground, and a very quick moving first half at that. Villanueva shotgun on this second down and short. Bobbles the snap. Ball still on the ground, picked up by Hansen, but he is going to get thrown for about a 2-yard loss, as that play was kind of a wreck for the Grizzlies from the very start.
Oh, now you're going to have
a little bit of a scuffle going on here. Is a very upset Sunnyside Grizzly. And that's 77, Josiah Herrera. Needs to be restrained by teammates. Boy, I don't think he's going to be in this game very much longer.
I coached Panther football for 18 years. I've never seen a kid get that animated and have coaches, multiple coaches, have to take him off the field.
Yeah, I've done a lot of games over the years, and I don't think I've ever seen that ever.
I think his night's done.
Oh, I think he's done.
I didn't see what happened on the backside of the play. The fumble on the exchange led to Owen Irvin, our left defensive end, and Mike Mahika, the linebacker on that side. Made a really good play on Hansen. One of the first times tonight they stuck him at the line of scrimmage.
Right.
But there was obviously some other things going on behind the play that led to more.
The upset player, once again, Josiah Herrera, a senior, 5'10", 273-pound lineman. The referee still talking about what they're going to do here. Right now, the ball is spotted at about the 21-yard line, which is about a yard short of a first down. I think all that's going to change here.
Yeah, the white hat's going, or referee, the white hat is going over to explain. I think that the there's the ejection.
Yeah.
2 ejections.
Red ball penalty on both teams.
I don't know. Yeah, we don't have the communication that college and NFL have.
No, we don't.
So I don't know if it was an ejection on both sides or just.
I think we know that Josiah Herrera, 77 for Sunnyside, is one of the players.
Ejections, number 10 for Wenatchee, and ejection number 77 for Sunnyside.
Jaden Murillo was ejected for the Panthers.
So double ejection, one on each side. Means the ball will stay right there, doesn't it, Brandon? Bring up a 3rd down and 1 now for the Grizzlies.
That's a big loss for the Sunnyside. That's their starting big lineman there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, 3rd down and 2, I guess, after all of that. Whistles again before the snap. We got a timeout called by the Panthers. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Aqua Therapy, Sports Biomechanics, Orthopedic Physical Therapy, Orthotics, and all you need to keep moving. Find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also by Coastal Farm and Ranch, Wenatchee's country lifestyle superstore located across from Costco in East Wenatchee. Coastal, just what the country needs. And on this 3rd down and 2, what the Panthers need, Brandon, is a stop here, possibly force a punt, get the football back. Plenty of time to go down and take the lead here right before halftime.
Sure, especially with the last drive they had with a couple big passing plays that opened up some things. But like you said, Grant, there's never just one down that means more than any other one in the game. They all add up, but this is one of those plays right now. If you make a good stop, you get a timeout. Well, I guess you don't need a timeout at this point. But you want that stop and get the ball back.
Exactly.
Sure. Momentum at halftime, especially a longer homecoming halftime, a lot more sitting around.
Right. So here we go with that huge play, as Brandon mentioned. 3rd down and 2 for the Grizzlies. A ball right at their own 20-yard line. Didden is in motion. The little speedster out in the flat. It's going to be a keeper. It's Villanueva, and he will, it looks like, have enough for a Grizzly first down on the quarterback keeper up to about the 23. Needed 2, got 3 yards, and that will be a Grizzly first down. Nothing fancy about that call.
I mean, yeah, if you're a bet man, you knew who was going to get the ball on that play.
Yep. Trips left on this 1st down and 10 for the Grizzlies. Handoff is Hansen around the left side. Got a block, turns the corner across the 30. Might have been a hold. 2 flags down now. And I think this one's coming back.
Mike Mahika did a great job of coming upfield to set the edge. And when he did, one of the Sunnyside receivers there got a piece of him in the back, which was what broke the play free there. That's that sweet play. That's that formation where we have 2 receivers on the line on the same side, so the inside receiver is not eligible. So he's a committed blocker. He can't go down for a pass. So either they're going to run a sweep like that, or that receiver's going to stay put and block at the edge.
I think Alonzo Palacios, number 1, the wide receiver on that near side, was one of the guilty parties. I think a couple of wide receivers may have held, actually. But the ball goes back now to the 15-yard line. First down for the Grizzlies there. It'll be first down and about 16 for Sunnyside. Clock moving at 3:54 now. Sunnyside will come out with trips to the wide side of the field this time. Villanueva shotgun. Fake handoff Hansen. He's going to keep it. Tries to get outside. Spin move. Gets across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 11 for the Grizzlies.
Here's their tempo again. Here's just a quick screen.
Receiver has it on the left side, and that's Alonzo Palacios. Not a whole lot of room to roll. Gain of about 5 yards. Will bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Grizzlies.
It's a simple math game there. Coaches look for leverage in terms of, do we have 3 and do they have 2 defenders? And when the corner has to commit up to come up to make that play, you got them out leveraged.
3rd and 5. Panthers jump once again. And that could give the Grizzlies a first down here.
I think that's their 5th penalty, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I said something about staying on schedule on offense, but that's one of the ones that allows the opponent's offense to get back on schedule. And you lose a little momentum there when you had a chance to have them in long situation.
Right. First and 10 for the Grizzlies. Ball is at their own 33-yard line. 2:38 left first half. Quick pass right side. And run out of bounds is the receiver, Adrian Ramos, over there. Gain of about 3 yards. So bring up 2nd down and 7.
That's an RPO on that one there, Grant. We had an inside power play. Quarterback just read leverage. Instead of handing it off to Hansen, zip it out there and get a 3-yard, 4-yard gain.
Light rain once again beginning to fall here at the Apple Bowl. 2nd down, 7. Here's Hansen with all kinds of room up the middle of the field. It's a track meet. No one is going to catch him. 10-5. Touchdown, Grizzlies. 62 yards on that carry for Hansen.
Sunnyside's tempo combined with really strong power, or sorry, that was a counter play. Literally no one home there, Grant. He just put his foot on the gas and just
Boy, he's got some
everybody
speed once he got in the open field.
Panther DB Ezekiel Tapia had a chance, and he got kind of
twisted
knocked out
up
away,
a little bit,
fell
yeah.
down, and he was the only defender that had a shot at that one. After Hansen got out of the first 5 yards, it was just that foot race.
Jorge Campos, number 6, on for the point after try. Sunnyside tries to get the right personnel out there. 2:23 left. First half. Campos, the holds down. The kick is very short and no good. With 2:23 left to go, second quarter. Our score, Sunnyside 19 and Wenatchee 7. We're back in 60 seconds. News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCW Life channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
And Adrian Campos will kick it off for the Grizzlies. By the way, that scoring drive, 7 plays, took 3 minutes, 8 seconds off the clock. Went 89 yards, did the Grizzlies. 62-yard run by Derek Hansen. The point after try, no good, and that's where we sit right now, 19-7. And here's the kickoff. Panthers take it at the 15-yard line. Good room around the right side and ahead of speed, and then a brick wall on that return at about the 25-yard line.
Couple of flags after the play. Going to see a couple more personal fouls again. I hope both sides did not engage in a swinging match on this one too.
No. We saw this happen last week when we did the Moses Lake Eastmont games. They actually brought the coaches and the athletic directors out to midfield. Something was said, nobody was ejected, but that's a rare occasion also where the athletic directors and everyone was out there at a meeting.
Yeah, there's a certain, well, what's the right way to say it, Grant? There's some language that students tend to use this day that could have some coded meanings behind it.
Right.
And with that, it's an automatic, like, okay, we're going to stop the game and have this little huddle.
So the Panthers have it here, Brandon. Still some time. 2 minutes, 14 seconds, down 19-7. Not terrible field position. Ball is at the 30-yard line, at least for now. Coach Lobesthal out to talk to one of the officials.
The unsportsmanlike. Oh, yeah, they did have another ejection.
Yet it is on Sunnyside, another ejection. This is going to give the Panthers excellent field position up to the 45-yard line. Boy, this is an opportunity for Wenatchee right here. First down and 10, still plenty of time. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left. Panthers 3 receivers in this set. Garcia, the leg kick. Handoff, Makia. Up the middle, about 2 yards on first down. Mahika, not Makia, Mahika.
Yeah, you'll get it. Nothing fancy there, a little bit of movement. Sunnyside does run a little bit of man, a lot of man on defense. So sometimes when you get a guy in motion, you move your defender and it gives you a little bit of a lane to run through.
Second down and 7 for the Panthers. Clock moving at 1:40 left now before halftime. 2 receivers wide side of the field in motion now, and the handoff is going to be a pass downfield, open again. Is it Butler again into the end zone? Touchdown Panthers. 53 yards on that one. How about that play once again?
Mike
Griffin
Annell.
Butler.
Mike Annell on the fly sweep pass. So he's got 4 pass completions this year, 3 for touchdowns. He's 4 for 4 with 3 touchdowns.
That is amazing. And just like that, the Panthers right back in it again. 53 yards, Garcia on for the point after to make this a 19-14 ball game. Here's the snap, it's good, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 1:24 left to go in this exciting second quarter. Our score, Sunnyside 19, Wenatchee 14. More football action coming your way in 30 seconds.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
So the Panthers, 2 plays, 55 yards. On a run, or I should say a pass from Rigo Garcia to Griffin Butler. The point after good.
Mike Annell. It was the.
Oh, was it Mike
fly
Annell?
Sweep. Yeah, Mike
Annell.
It
It was. You're right.
Fly sweep pass.
Fly sweep pass.
And
You're
you
right.
noticed on the very first play that Michael Mahika ran on that series, they had put Micah in motion across, and then they ran the play. Second play, put him in motion, gave him the ball, and he chucked it downfield for that huge touchdown.
Nell, I'll remember that. Here we go, the kickoff by Garcia. 1:24 left. Short kick taken by one of the up men for the Grizzlies, and it's going to give Sunnyside some pretty darn good field position all the way up to almost the 40-yard line. Officially the 39 with 1:17 left to go before halftime.
I don't recall, Graham, looking at the scoreboard, and I think Sunnyside does have all 3 of their timeouts.
They do.
And, you know, they want to have their momentum going to the halftime with a score here. So the Panthers really have to be gap steady here. Otherwise, you're going to see a steady dose of Mr. Hansen running up the field again.
Because Wenatchee will get the football first here to start the second half. Villanueva, quick pass, center of the field. Caught there by Adrian Ramos, short gain, up to about the 43-yard line.
They're going to pick up their tempo again and staying open with 3 receivers to the wide side here and 2 up to the field side.
5 receivers in this set, pass out to the far side. That's Doddens again. He has the sideline, and there he goes. Cody Diddens, I should say. 57 yards on that pass play, and a quick touchdown for the Grizzlies.
With a 53-yard reception.
Every team during their 2-minute drill, Grant, has the number 2 receiver, the inside receiver running a 5 to 10 yard out to get the ball to get out of bounds. That's all that was, and just really sloppy tackling by the defense there.
What a crazy last few minutes of this first half. We had, 7-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, very kind of conservative first quarter. A lot of mistakes with penalties and obviously a few ejections in the second.
Ramon Casas on for the point after. Kick is up, and it is off to the right and no good. That is the third unsuccessful point after try for the Grizzlies in this first half. Our score with 43 seconds left to go first half. Sunnyside 25, Wenatchee 14. Once again, back in 30 seconds.
Welcome to Bliss. Population U. This is the you that appreciates the warmth of a good coat and the fit of a purposeful boot. At Coastal, we want to be your partner in finding your bliss. We are hopeful and helpful because we're about this community. So when you're looking for a place called Bliss, trust Coastal, your country lifestyle superstore. Coastal, we're just what the country needs.
So the Sunnyside Grizzlies, 2 plays. They take it 51 yards, take up only 43 seconds off the clock. 57-yard touchdown pass. Villanueva to Diddens, the point after, no good. And that's where we stand right now with 43 seconds left. It's Sunnyside 25 and Wenatchee 14. Just when Wenatchee gets it to within 1 score.
Yes.
This has been a first half of big plays is what this has been.
Yeah.
Here we go, the kick. Taken at around the 13-yard line by the Panthers, trying the right side. Gets a little block and then out of bounds at about the 37. And the Panthers will take over there. It's a pretty good field position, but no timeouts for the Panthers left.
They've had some gaps over here. They've been returning right, the Panthers, each time on the kickoffs, and you could see there that lane just started to open up for Stowe. They're really close to breaking that. But again, we said before the game, and it's a key to football. You want to limit those big explosive plays, and the Panthers haven't been able to do that. Let's see if they can get a sneaky one again.
You never know the way this later part of this first half is gone. Here we go, Garcia in shotgun. Mahika to his right. Once again, the Grizzlies hopping and moving all over on defense. Garcia saw a little bit of an opening, took it, and then takes a hard hit right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 yard. Timeout Panthers, it says on the scoreboard 0 timeouts, but that was before the timeout. So 26.7 seconds left.
They didn't give it to him.
No, they didn't.
Oh, well. Now they did.
And now they get the timeout with 26 seconds left. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. Call Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate for all your real estate needs in Central Washington. Their phone number 509-888-8887. And by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. For over 50 years, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is family owned. They service all brands, commercial or residential, scheduled maintenance and repairs. Call today at 509-884-6444. So do you think, Brandon, Panthers content to just run this out? They get the ball first, remember, in the third quarter. So
yeah, I don't think you do anything too risky. Obviously, you don't want to give them yet another chance to return something here. But you still want to try to – you want to go into halftime with some momentum. So you can see that they're going to line up and run a play here. Coach Mitchell was a little frustrated. I think some of his receivers in the last play where Rigo ended up having to scramble. There was a miscommunication, wrong route run.
So here we go. Garcia shotgun. 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. Ball at their own 39. Garcia pass short side, out of bounds.
There you go. You just a simple hitch.
Micah Nell.
Little 3-step. Get it out of the hands of Rigo. Get a few extra yards and get out of bounds.
1st down midfield. Still 21.4 seconds left. Garcia's got a heck of a leg, too, if they can get it somewhere close, right?
Yeah. I look for the same thing here, Grant. Like you can see the cornerback over here on the left-hand side. The boundary side is 10 yards off. Throw another hitch. Let him get out of bounds.
Boy, both sides playing way off the receivers on this 1st and 10. Good protection for Garcia. Nell, it hit him, but good coverage as well by Alonzo Palacios for Sunnyside, and that goes incomplete.
So you teach your quarterback to look to take what they give you. And they had the 7-yard hitch down here, but he looked up top because he saw the wide side of the field, and that's a long throw with the ball in the air for a long ways. A 7-yard hitch to the wide side of the field ends up being almost a 40-yard throw. The one down here had the same corner coverage, and that's only about a 10, 15-yard throw. So you're going to rip that, get out of bounds, and then you're at 1st down again.
Right. 2nd and 10, Panthers. 13 seconds left to go. There's Garcia, plenty of room up the middle of the field. Will he get a block? Stutter step, nice move, still on his feet. Now taken down at the 35-yard line. 3 seconds on the clock, 15 yards on that carry. 3.7 seconds left. Ball at the 35-yard line, and it's clocked. Clock says 0.
Yeah, the score clock operator over there didn't get the button touched in time. They clearly had enough time to run another play here.
That's a heck of a field goal if they want to try it from there. I don't think that's going to happen with barely a tick left. Ball is at the Sunnyside 35-yard line. So just enough time to get another play here for the Panthers right before halftime.
They do have Anthony Garcia in there lined up to attempt this field goal.
Oh, they are going to try a field goal. This will be what, a 52-yarder? $52-yard attempt by Anthony Garcia.
Panthers better cover too if it's short.
Here's the kick. Boy, it's a boomer, but it was hooked left and no good, and that's how our half will end. At the half here at the Apple Bowl, Lee-Bofto Field, it's the Sunnyside Grizzlies 25 and the Wenatchee Panthers 14. Halftime festivities, homecoming, and stats all coming your way in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Guten Sie mir das Problem sagen? Meinen Zylinder überschwingt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren. Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragenschlüssel. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Grant Olson, Brandon Harley back with you at Liebofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Our halftime score is Sunnyside 25 and Wenatchee 14. Sunnyside at 2-2 in league play. Wenatchee at 3-2 in league play. And this is homecoming 2025 here at Wenatchee High School. And we'll give you a look here at the Wenatchee Applettes. All right, the Wenatchee High School Applettes, also the Wenatchee Color Guard involved in that halftime show. We are at halftime at Homecoming 2025 here at Wenatchee High School. Our halftime score is Wenatchee 25 and Sunnyside 25 and the Wenatchee Panthers 14. Let's take a look at how we got there. Sunnyside began the football game with the ball and drove it down 80 yards in 12 plays, took 5 minutes, 16 seconds off the clock. 1 yard TD run by quarterback Julian Villanueva. The PAT was good, and our score 7-0. The Panthers on their first possession had 10 plays and ended up punting it. Sunnyside got the ball back in the end of the first quarter, had the ball for 5 plays, a 35-yard play, and Doddens fumbled the football. The Panthers got it back, and on the very next possession for the Panthers, 4 plays and an interception for the Panthers, which gave the ball back to Sunnyside. They proceed to go 6 plays, a 43-yard pass to Ramos. The point after, no good on that score, and that made the score 13-0. The Panthers answered on their second possession of the second quarter. They go 6 plays and 75 yards, took up 2 minutes 52 seconds on the clock. Mahika, a run for the touchdown on that one, a 1 yard TD, and the point after was good. That made the score 13-7. And then Sunnyside went right back down the field, 7 plays, 89 yards, highlighted by a 62-yard rushing touchdown by Derek Hansen. Once again, the Grizzlies missed the point after try, and that made the score 19-7. Very following possession by the Panthers. They go 2 plays, a 53-yard end around pass from Nell to Butler. That was a 53-yarder, the point after good, and that made the score 19-14. And then the Panthers gave up that long touchdown right before halftime, a 57-yard touchdown pass to Diddens from Villanueva. Once again, the Grizzlies missed the extra point, and that's where we stand. Our score, 25-14. Let's join now halftime homecoming festivities in progress.
Royalty contestant. Kenzie Murphy, Sophia Pasley, Luisana Iscabella, Melanie Tovar, Parker Avery, and Ryan Rainbolt. Kenzie almost got eaten by a whale shark while snorkeling. Sophia has won the district championship in both shot put and discus. Luisana is an amazing driver who passed her test after the 4th attempt. Melanie has an obsession with pickles. Parker physically cannot burp and never has. Ryan is devoted to Jesus Christ. Each of our royalty candidates has an ASB student behind him or her with a streamer cannon. The winners will be signified by having the popping of purple streamers. Now that you know them better, help me count down to find out our winners. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Congratulations to your 2025 Senior Homecoming Royalty, Kenzie Murphy and Sophia Pasley. Thank you to all of our royalty for displaying the qualities of Panther pride and making our school a better place. Now let's get back to the game. Go Panthers!
Well, Brandon, one of the quicker homecoming royalty ceremonies I think I've seen at a football game. Buzzed right through that one.
Nothing wrong with that, Grant.
No, there isn't. Once again, it's been a quick first half. The first quarter just flew by. The second quarter was where all the scoring happened. I mentioned that in the recap, and that's where we stand at Sunnyside 25 and the Wenatchee Panthers 14. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. Come back with more. Our score, once again, Sunnyside 25, Wenatchee 14. We're back after this.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
You won't be voting for Congress or the presidency this year, but local elections are the place where your voice can make the most difference. Wenatchee Valley candidates are lining up to serve on city councils and school boards on both sides of the Columbia River. NCWLIFE put all of them in the hot seat so you can find the ones who represent you the best. Watch our interviews at these times and dates right here on our channel or anytime online at ncwlife.com. You're watching the NCWLIFE channel. Your vote matters to us.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
And we are back at the Apple Bowl. It's halftime, and the 2-2 Sunnyside Grizzlies lead the 3-2 Wenatchee Panthers by a score at halftime of 25-14. And now with our halftime stats, I'll turn it over to Brandon. Brandon?
Thanks, Grant. Let's start with Sunnyside Grizzly offense. Julian Villanueva is 8 for 8 for 161 yards and a touchdown. Not a single ball on the ground. The rushing attack shows Julian Villanueva with 6 rushes for 21 total yards and a touchdown. Mason Streak, 1 carry for 21 yards, but the workhorse has been Derek Hansen, 17 carries, 146 yards at the half, and 1 touchdown. For the Panthers, Rigo Garcia is 2 of 7 for 52 yards, and Mike Annell is 1 of 1 for 52 yards on that touchdown that we saw earlier, too. On the rushing side, Rigo's kept the ball 5 times under quarterback and rushed for 43 yards, but as you've seen, Michael Mahika has 12 carries for 72 yards and a touchdown. On the receiving side, Griffin Butler has 2 catches for 93 yards, and one of those was that pass from Mike Annell for a touchdown. And we have Mike Annell catching that hitch late in the quarter there, just before half. So with regards to the overall stats of the game, you're showing time of possession. I think, Grant, you may have looked at that with me. Despite all the back and forth, time of possession is pretty equal. Panthers had the ball for 11 and a half minutes, while Sunnyside had it for about 12 and a half minutes.
Why, that is close.
Right. So first downs, Wenatchee has 9 with Sunnyside's 12. I think one of the bigger things that we've talked about is penalties. Panthers have had 6 penalties for 35 yards. Sunnyside 4 penalties for 40 with 2 ejections, and the Panthers had 1. That's not a stat that we usually talk about. Penalties, yes. Ejections, no. So both teams have punted the ball. Oh, actually, I should say this. Sunnyside has not punted the ball. Wenatchee has 1 punt for 38 yards.
It has really been a ball control kind of half, other than that late scoring on those long throws. But, boy, we saw a lot of ball control, especially in that first quarter.
Yeah, you've said it before. The 2 quarters were considerably different. But, first quarter, quick clock, a lot of running. I think 2 passes were attempted in the entire first quarter, so it went quick. And then in some cases, the wheels fell off everything for both teams a couple times in the second quarter with a few big mistakes. So we had the turnovers that actually benefited the Panthers and then for turning it over back. So a lot of momentum swings in the second quarter. Pretty weird quarter overall.
Well, in all the high school football games I've done over the years, I don't think I've ever seen 3 ejections in one half, let alone one ejection maybe. In a quarter. It was all in the second quarter. Just unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, a lot of times when you see an ejection, it's 2 kids, they get into it, and both of them are out of here. But to see it happen twice in the same quarter, it's a little unique.
All right, it's halftime, and our halftime score is Sunnyside 25 and Wenatchee 14. Another 2-minute timeout, and we're back with more right after this.
When you enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place, close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here. Oh. I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart.
And we're back at the Apple Bowl at halftime. Homecoming 2025. All those festivities have been completed. And our halftime score is Sunnyside 25, Wenatchee 14. And Brandon, it seems to me for the Panthers to come away with a victory here, what they need to do is limit the big plays by the Grizzlies here in the second half. That really is what killed them.
Yeah, they have those two really big playmakers there that you give them an inch and they're going to take it. When you have that kind of explosive speed and you're not making really aggressive tackles, you can't make any mistakes like that.
Right.
And especially like we said pregame, and you brought it up, it's a pre-playoff type game.
Yeah, you mentioned that, and you were right on. In fact, their touchdowns, Brandon, 43 yards, 62 yards, and 57 yards. That's 3 of their 4 scores have been long play scores.
We talked about it pregame. It's simple coaching there. You just want to talk about teams are going to get their plays. You want to limit the big ones. Anything over 20 is considered a big play, and all 3 of them went not just big plays but scores, right? Those are killers.
Okay, so the Panthers need to wrap up a little better on defense. Offensively, what do you think the Panthers need to do differently? I like the way they mixed up the play calling in that first half. They just didn't have some success doing it.
Right, the execution side of it, right? When we saw that the first quarter was, we didn't come out with any points, but it was an effective couple drives. Their tempo's got to be slow. We got guys that are playing both ways. We can't go no huddle. We can't hurry it up. We don't have explosive playmakers. You got to lean on Michael Mahuka more. But when you do play action, you got to commit to that and you got to connect and not just throw behind, right? We have that but a quarterback who hasn't taken a ton of snaps. So his passes have been a little inaccurate, and that takes time to get your feet underneath you. They have to be, as we said earlier in the game, stay on schedule.
Right.
Can't make those penalties. Let's be 3rd and 1, not 3rd and 8, because we false started. Be smart about that. I'm sure Coach is in the locker room pounding on the whiteboard screaming, be disciplined, be disciplined.
Yes. So how would you assess the play of backup quarterback Rigo Garcia in that first half? Is Wenatchee's offense, did you notice a difference with him in there instead of Branham?
Well, to be fair, I haven't watched every game, right? A lot of the smoke in the valleys pushed his games on the road, so I didn't make those trips. But, I think Coach Mitchell's done a good job of making sure that Rigo has a manageable game. And, he floated that. We both saw that play action pass. It was the right look, the right read. He just didn't put enough on it and hung up and got picked off. Early in the first quarter when he had that slant pass, it was, to me, the best part about that was he made the right read, the right throw, just didn't get completed. They made a good defensive play. But, and then you get in those positions like we said, okay, we're 3rd and 2, and now we're 3rd and 7 because of a penalty. And that puts more pressure on your quarterback.
Right. And you're so right. If you're going to float one, don't float one over the middle if you're going to do it anywhere.
Late over the middle, that's death to a quarterback at any level.
You know what I have really been impressed with Garcia, though, in the first half? His composure out there. He doesn't act nervous. He doesn't act really flustered or shook a little bit. I think he's really been good that way.
Yeah, he has good body language, and I like that. I don't know him. I haven't had him as a student or a player. But you're right with that. He hops up. You can see him slapping teammates on the backside. He's over on the sidelines, getting the call, talking to his coach, and he's active.
Right. All right, we'll take it a 60-second timeout. We'll come back for second half action. Our halftime score, Sunnyside 25, Wenatchee 14. Back with third quarter action right after this.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new midsize Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
Panther football on the NCWLIFE channel is also brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop-off is available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. And in case I don't get a chance at the end of the game, I want to thank our fantastic crew here tonight. Our studio producer, Eli Ginter. Great job, Eli. Line producer, Cagney Fox. Cameras, Dan Kuhn, Juan Sanchez, Callie Benson, Miranda Torres-Pardo, and Xavier Guerra. Our production assistant, Tim Bronowski. And, of course, Brandon Harley here tonight, in for Eric Grandstrom, who had a little bit of an eye procedure earlier this week. Nothing to worry about, just made his vision a little bit blurry, which makes doing play-by-play or anything, really, when you're trying to look at numbers and stuff, a little bit difficult. So, Eric, hope you're enjoying your night off.
There's not a white hat referee joke in there. He could have been an umpire.
No, there probably was a joke in there. I just missed it. Both teams still warming up as a couple minutes were added to the clock. I think we'll take another 60-second timeout and come back with second half action. Sunnyside 25 and Wenatchee 14. Back with more after this.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel. Grant Olson and Brandon Harley back with you at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Just about set for the kickoff for our second half. The Panthers will get the ball first here in the third quarter, trailing this one 25-14. And I do have a final from Game 1 of the World Series tonight in Toronto. So if you're recording it, plug your ears. Final score, thanks to a grand slam, is Toronto 11, the Los Angeles Dodgers 4 in Game 1. That's only the second game the Dodgers have lost this entire playoffs.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, I mean, I used to be a big baseball fan. I watched all the Mariner games, but I will say this last few months I've watched a lot more, but I haven't seen an offense like Toronto. You know, we're almost 1 through 9. You don't have an out sometimes. And then they brought back Bichette tonight, right? If I saw that, I don't know how he did tonight.
And they have this Alejandro Kirk who bats .280 with 2 strikes on him. He's the best in the Major League Baseball, and he got a hit tonight again with 2 strikes. I was watching it earlier, so he's pretty amazing.
It's a good approach when you can do that, yeah.
Cooling down a little bit here in the Wenatchee Valley now tonight. We did have a bit of a wind. It kind of subsided. It was blowing right into the booth, which makes things a little bit on the uncomfortable side, but things have calmed down since, and we are just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Joel Mendez will kick it off. Stowe McGinnis back to receive for the Panthers. He's had a couple of run backs. Also back there is Mike Mahika. And we are underway third quarter. It's taken by McGinnis at the 25-yard line. Stutter step, wanted the center of the field, goes left side instead and gets about 5 extra yards, and he will be down at the Wenatchee 30-yard line. So here we go. The Panthers down by 11 here to start the third quarter. Move the ball well at times. A big pass play from Nell to Butler right before halftime, 53-yard pass. And Mike Mahika has been the workhorse in this first half for the Panthers. Here we go, Garcia shotgun. The 6'2", 165-pound junior quarterback backup role tonight for the Panthers. Hands it off. It's Mahika. Tries the left side, doesn't get much, maybe a yard. And a nice defensive play by the defensive back, Adrian Ramos, coming up to make that play.
Panthers go for a stretch play right off the bat. They, again, double tight ends on the right-hand side, and the left end for the Sunnyside defense there's inside that, so they want to attack that edge. But like you said, that DB came in and filled that gap fast.
Second down and 10 now for the Panthers. Ball at the line of scrimmage, the 30-yard line. Mahika to the right of Garcia in shotgun. Fake handoff to Mahika. Garcia looking downfield, right into the hands of a defender, and then Butler needed to play defender to stop Palacios from that interception, and that brings up third down.
Really good play.
That was dangerous.
Pass call. Good decision. It was actually, it's the right read. That time he put more on it instead of putting it out where Griffin could go run to get it. I think probably you're a little gun shy after throwing an interception where you hung it up. So that was one he stepped into, and it was short. So that's experience, though, Grant.
It is. It really is. Third down and 10 now for the Panthers. Two receivers short side of the field, one to the wide side. Garcia, lots of time to throw, goes over the middle, has his receiver Butler there, and it's a first down across the 40 to the 45-yard line, 15 yards on that pass and catch.
There you go, really good concept there where you see Griffin coming in on a dig route. That's a 10-yard slam run across the field and open up. Everybody's over the top, pulling back on defense, and that gap opens up, and you thought throw a heater in there for a strike.
And it's kind of defeating for a defense. You give up a first down on a 3rd and 10. You're thinking, okay, we've got this, but.
Right. The opposite, right? We were stopping them on 3rd and 1
right
before.
Ball down at the 45-yard line of Wenatchee. McGinnis in motion, handoff up the middle. Mahika gets about 2 yards. That'll bring up second down and 8 for the Panthers. This time Garcia comes to talk to Coach Mitchell on the sideline with the play. Clock rolling, 10:09 left to go third quarter in this big matchup here in Wenatchee tonight. Panthers down by 11. Ball at the 47. 4 receivers out there for the Panthers this time. Mahika's going to stay in and block. Nice pass over the middle. It's Owen Irvin, almost got loose and gets tackled down at the 37-yard line.
Really good play call again, and there it is. He let Owen clear the linebacker, and he had a lane to throw into. And you see, again, I really like the play calling that's been going on in the second half here. You've seen it's been really efficient. We talk about staying on schedule and everything's positive yardage. Even now you mix up pass with run.
And Garcia has time to throw.
Right.
1st and 10, Panthers. Ball at the 37-yard line. It's again McGinnis in motion. Handoff Mahika. Not much up the middle, maybe a yard. Bring up second down and 9 for Wenatchee.
Sunnyside staying in more of a zone look here early, and that's why you haven't seen much pressure, as you said. You know, expect Sunnyside's defensive coordinator to adjust and start bringing some action there up front with some twists and blitz from the linebackers.
Because I just don't think at least before this, that Garcia proved that he could hurt you that way. Now he is proving it, so they're going to have to adjust.
And you can see the zone have 5 defensive backs here playing a nickel.
Good time for Garcia again over the middle of the field into the hands of Irvin, but then out of the hands. And that goes incomplete. That brings up 3rd down and 10 now for the Panthers. Ball at the Sunnyside 36-yard line.
A little bit of a dangerous decision there. You could see Owen Irvin there not getting a hand on it and actually helping knock that down. That was probably a more important play to get it on the ground. You know, bring it down if you can, but make sure you don't let the other guy have it.
Big play here for the Panthers. 8:48 left in the third quarter. 3rd and 10. Wenatchee successfully converted their last 3rd and 10. We'll see if they can do it here again. All kinds of time for Garcia. He's going to do it with his feet, or at least try to. Doesn't get it. Picks up about 4 yards to about the 33-yard line. What do you do here, Brandon?
Well, this situation, I think you got to go. You've had some good opportunities here on offense that have seen some production. And obviously you have a good kicker, but at this point of the game when you're down 11 and
it's kind of no man's land,
yeah.
Really. It really is. All right, 4th down and 6. Big play for the Panthers right here. Garcia's shotgun, Mahika to his right. Garcia back to pass, quick drop back, throws it into the sideline, incomplete to Butler. That ball was a little bit low. Butler looked open there.
Yep, they were giving him the hitch. Sunnyside was allowing anything in front of them to happen. Rigo just didn't step into his throw very well and left it short. It's unfortunate because it was a good call. It was the right decision, just not a good throw.
So the Grizzlies get it on downs here in some pretty good field position with 7:59 left in the third quarter. Ball is at their own 33-yard line. Julian Villanueva at quarterback. The 5'10 junior for Sunnyside. Quick pass in the flat. It's Ramos. Tried to get away from defenders, then puts his head down and does get a couple of yards up to about the 38-yard line.
That's another RPO, Grant, there. You can see they had the counterplay. Quarterback read leverage. Do we have more receivers and blockers than they have defenders? Because he could have gave and probably had a good 10-yard run on there, but as it is, pitch and catch for 5 yards.
And that was Palacios, by the way, on that reception. 2nd down and 5 now. Trips wide side of the field for Sunnyside. Villanueva looks left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, throws it right side. There's Diddens, the speedster, gets up and gets a first down up to about the 44-yard line. Gain of 6 that time for Sunnyside. And boy, Diddens, 5'4", 167 pounds. He's got some quicks, that kid.
He is a very tough kid to bring down, right? With it's the quickness and the low leverage.
It is. It really is. Sunnyside in business now, 1st and 10. Here's Palacios, give the reception right side, and about 10 yards on first down on that pitch and catch. And Alonzo Palacios picks up a Grizzly first down.
Sunnyside continues with their tempo here. Looking to the sideline, get the play, get set, let's roll again. Panthers have had a hard time adjusting to that tempo.
Sunnyside in Panther territory at the Wenatchee 44-yard line as we dip under 7 minutes now left in the third quarter. Villanueva, handoff, it's Streak. Right side, Mason Streak, the senior, 5'10", 170-pounder. Nice gain down to the Panther 29-yard line. 15 yards on that play. Villanueva seems like he's in a rhythm now too, doesn't he, Brandon?
Right, yeah. They're just really clicking right now with what they're doing. It feels like the Panthers are on. Yeah, there's another penalty. Oh, they didn't call him in the neutral zone there.
Still looking at the official now to coach Lowenstall. Play clock down to 6 seconds for Sunnyside. There's the snap, fake handoff. It's Palacios, right side again, streaks down the sideline. I think he has another 10 yards and another Sunnyside first down. Last 3 plays, 10 yards, 15 and 10 for Sunnyside, moving right down the field. In fact, they're going to mark him just a little bit short. It'll be 2nd and less than a yard for the Grizzlies. Ball just past the 20-yard line at about the 19.5. Villanueva, handoff, it's Hansen, turns on the speed, gets inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. That's another nice gain for the Grizzlies.
Getting a lot of over pursuit by the Panther D because of the stretching it, those quick passes or the outside runs. You see a lot of flow, and then those gaps open up where Hansen puts his foot in the ground and gets vertical up the field. Not true to your gaps and your run assignments.
1st and goal, Sunnyside. Fake handoff. Villanueva into the end zone to Streak. Touchdown, Sunnyside. Mason Streak, the senior, with his touchdown reception. That makes it 31-14. Sunnyside has really struggled with their extra points tonight. Ramon Casas on again. He's missed 2 kicks, and they also missed a 2-point conversion in that first half. So we'll see if Ramos can put this one through for the Grizzlies. Hold is down. It's good. The kick is much better this time, and it's good. 6 minutes, 18 seconds left to go, third quarter. Sunnyside 32 and Wenatchee 14. We're back in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Welcome to Bliss. Population U. This is the you that appreciates the warmth of a good coat and the fit of a purposeful boot. At Coastal, we want to be your partner in finding your bliss. We are hopeful and helpful because we're about this community. So when you're looking for a place called Bliss, trust Coastal, your country lifestyle superstore. Coastal, we're just what the country needs.
Well, the Grizzlies go 77 yards in 7 plays in a minute 58. An 8-yard pass play. Kick is good. We're at 32-14. Here is the kickoff. Panthers take it at the 20-yard line. Good run back across the 40. Once again, Mr. Everything, Mike Mahika. And he gives the Panthers some really good field position down at the 42-yard line.
Well, Grant, I think now you're in a position where, you know, your game plan has to be attack, attack, attack. You can't be super conservative on the run. You're at a point now where you got to take some shots, which then becomes riskier because of your quarterback situation.
You know, anytime, and you know this as well as anybody, that you're forced out of your game plan, it's not a comfortable feeling.
No, yeah, the years where we had our best teams where you stay in your game plan a lot, that's a good, it's hard no matter what.
Right.
But it always felt easier when you were like within your plan.
Absolutely. 1st and 10, Panthers. Mahika, the handoff. And not much there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they might give him 1 on the carry.
It's number 0, Russell Cate.
Oh, it was 0.
Mike Mahika got a break for 1 play, I think.
Wow.
So, yeah, Russell Cate is the next man up, and he's getting a carry there.
I'm so used to saying that name this game that... 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. Ball right at their own 45-yard line, short side of the field. A receiver on each side of the line. With once again Russell Cate in there at running back. Cate gets the handoff, full head of steam. Gets close to midfield. Nice 4-yard carry on that play.
Really good looking power play there by the Panthers. You see number 55, Zach Panayiotou, pulling around the left side, doing a really good job of stealing that block. Cate coming downhill. But again, you know, that's a 4-yard gain. And
this is a big 3rd down right
here. You gotta keep those chains moving at this point of the game.
We're dipping under 5 minutes now left third quarter. 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers. Right at pretty much midfield. Here's Garcia under pressure, tucks it and runs, but does not get to the 1st down yardage. Going to be very close to it, though. In fact, very close on this spot.
We're going to give him the 1st down there without a measurement.
Wow, that was a nice spot. It really was on that run. We were right above it.
The few Sunnyside fans on that side are making a pretty good noise.
They were right across,
yeah,
too.
They were fired up. Yeah, it was a pretty good spot for the Panthers there.
Nevertheless, 1st down and 10, Wenatchee. As the clock continues to roll, and Panthers need some scores here.
Checking to the sideline, both defensive ends are inside the tight ends here, lined up on the outside edge. So
play clock is at 0. Any idea what this might be? Is it delay a game?
I think Coach Mitchell's wondering if they didn't get the clock.
That's what I was wondering about.
They're giving him another 25 seconds.
So we'll do this again, yeah. Still 1st and 10. Josiah Walker, the short side receiver, along the Panthers sideline. Once again, it's Russell Cate in there at running back for the Panthers. Cate, the handoff. Gets past the first tackle and then gets a nice gain short of the 40-yard line down to about the 41.
You got to get 5 yards on your first down. You know, then you're in a good position here, 2nd and long. It opens up so much more for you as a coach to call, and you're getting momentum going here.
Right. Clock still moving now at 3:45 left in the third. Here's Cate again on the carry, left side, first down over the 35. Well, we're going to mark him right at the 35, and that is enough for a first down. 6 yards on that run. Russell Cate looks like a strong runner too, Brandon. 5'8", 175 pounds.
Yeah, during the West Valley game, he he had some good carries and helped Michael Meany had a huge game, but again, you got to have a guy who can spell your number one, and you don't lose anything there.
Here's Mahika back in there after a rest, and a nice run on his first carry back. Down to around the 26-yard line. 9 yards on that carry for Mahika.
Last few runs have all been inside zones. You press one direction, step back. When you find the gap on the backside, you can see that Michael's lined up on the left here. If they run zone to the right,
2nd and 1.
Step back to the left there, like that.
Nice run by Mahika again. Stutter step, went down the middle of the field.
And the Panthers themselves, you can see, are running a little bit of a hotter tempo now too. Rigo has been checking with the sidelines, and the coach has been calling it to get them going here.
Definitely a hurry-up situation as Garcia's shotgun again. First down and 10. Mahika carry right side. Another nice gain down to about the 11-yard line. Gain of 6 on that play for Mahika. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go third quarter. Still 32-14, Sunnyside on top. Mahika stays in there, left side of Garcia. Gets the ball. Instead of the center of the field, goes left and finds a big gap. Is he going to get in there? He drops the football, and it's recovered by Sunnyside in the end zone.
It's a touchback.
And it is a touchback. Almost looked like Mahika crossed the goal line, though, didn't it? And then, does that matter?
Well, if the ball crosses the goal line, it's a touchdown. But it was so close when it came out.
I thought he was in and
fighting
then fumbled,
for that extra.
I think that's what they're talking about, don't you?
Well, they want to. Obviously, there's no replay in high school.
Boy, that sure looked like he was across the line and then got that ball jarred loose.
It was close regardless. He was fighting for it, and he was doing it. Maybe when he brings it out to try to reach across,
right,
gets knocked out. Without any replay, I can't tell for sure, but
he must have thought he had a mic on. We didn't hear that call. It is Sunnyside football. Wow, how unfortunate for the Panthers there. In for a touchdown to cut into this lead and fumble in the end zone.
Having a hard time getting out of their own way there. I mean, it was all about the effort there. And, Michael has been just a workhorse, fighting for that extra yard. And sometimes when you try to do that,
it
you
happens
see that all
a
the
lot.
time in all levels, because that's when the ball becomes the easiest to knock out.
All right, so Sunnyside back with it. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left, third quarter. They have it at their own 20-yard line. Here's Hansen with it. Spin move at the line of scrimmage. Got him a few more yards. Crosses the 25 to about the 26-yard line. The flag is down. It's a hold on Sunnyside. So that'll move the Grizzlies back 10 yards. and bring up a first down and 20 now from the Panther 10-yard line. Hansen, big workhorse as well for Sunnyside tonight. Had a big long run in that first half of 62 yards. Villanueva was going to throw right side, now keeps it, tucks it, runs, hits back to the outside, now the inside. It gets past the 15, out to about the 16-yard line. Gain of 6 yards on that scramble by Julian Villanueva.
Ryan Rainbow chasing him down from the backside there to make the play. He ran a long ways to follow up on that play, did a good job. More importantly, keeping him in front, right? Panthers now have a chance at 2nd and 14 about, right?
Yep.
Is that what you have?
Good opportunity for the Panthers. Hansen, right side, missed tackles again by the Panthers. Hansen's on the run, gets the first down, and gets all the way out to the 35-yard line, or about the 33-yard line. 17 yards on that carry for Hansen.
And the worst part about that play, Grant, is the fact that the Panthers had it blocked up front. The power play was supposed to go left. They filled their gaps. And then he bounced back, and he had a lot of arms reaching. You could see there wasn't a lot of people trying to run through tackles to wrap up. They were just reaching.
And as we've seen, he's a strong runner.
Yeah, you can't just grab onto guys like that.
1st and 10, Grizzlies, play action. Back to pass, Villanueva, and it's caught. Adrian Ramos with the reception all the way down to the Panther 40-yard line. 26 yards on that play. And Sunnyside back in Panther territory at the 41-yard line. Minute 17 left third quarter. Here's Derek Hansen with the carry. Stop there by Leander Crutcher, a sophomore for the Panthers, but not after a gain of about 4 yards. Ball now spotted at the Wenatchee 37-yard line. So we are under a minute to go now in this third quarter. Villanueva shotgun. Hansen to his left. Hansen gets the handoff, and a nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage that time. That play was made by Ryan Rainbolt once again, who's had a pretty good game on defense here tonight.
Yeah, he's been playing almost every down here in the second half, and that was a good read and run through.
Boy, he's built like a linebacker, isn't he? He just looks like a linebacker when you look down on the field.
Sure does.
All right, 3rd down at 7 now for the Grizzlies. Ball is back at the 37-yard line, and Villanueva wasn't ready for that snap. It hits him right in the face mask. He's lucky he recovered that at the 40-yard line.
I think he landed on the ball, too, when he jumped on it to cover it up, and he got a couple Panthers on top of him. So when you land on that ball in your rib cage there.
Ouch. And a timeout is called by Sunnyside.
They were lucky to survive that.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next tournament and event today. Call the Pro Shop today to schedule your time on the Full Swing S4 widescreen golf simulator. Give the Highlander a call at 509-884-4653. Also brought to you by Sangster Motors, family owned and operated, home of the all-new electric Hummer pickup and SUV. Well, needless to say, this is a big series for the Panthers. They need to hold Sunnyside to nothing here, get the ball back and see what they can do. But it's 4th down, 4th and 9.
Sunnyside has not punted yet, so you can see they're already lined up. They are not going to punt here unless they have some kind of a quick kick. But they're in a great position for themselves where, if they go for it here, it doesn't work out, the Panthers still have a lot to catch up to do.
All right, 4th down and 9. Here's Villanueva. Back to pass, has his receiver. It's Ramos. And that is a Sunnyside first down to the Panther 26-yard line.
Panthers dropped defenders into the coverage there to try to fill all those lanes, and they were able to sneak that little slant in there. It's a backbreaker, man.
That'll do it for our third quarter. After 3 here from Liebofto Field at the Apple Bowl, it's Sunnyside 32 and Wenatchee 14. We're back with fourth quarter action in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Good tun Sie mir das Problem sagen?
Meinen Zylinder überschwimmt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragenschlüssel. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
Well, after 3 quarters here at the Apple Bowl, it's the Sunnyside Grizzlies 32 and the Wenatchee Panthers 14. Sunnyside has the football, first down and 10 from the Panther 26-yard line after converting a big 4th down and 9. Here's Villanueva. Fake handoff to Hansen, whistles blow and flags fly. Got a procedure call on the Grizzlies. That'll take the ball back 5 yards and bring up first down and 15 now. And the ball is back at the 31-yard line. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of Derek Hansen or else Villanueva, aren't you, Brandon, just on the ground right now?
Yeah, there's no other need, right?
No.
At this point of the game, you're going to feed the running back and run that clock down.
Yep. Trips left.
Or just chuck it, I guess.
I guess we're both wrong as Villanueva steps up. Nice move to avoid the tackle. Still on his feet. Across the 16 to about the 15-yard line. And it will be at the 15. 15-yard scramble for Villanueva on that play and another Sunnyside first down. 11:47, just underway fourth quarter. This time Hansen goes in motion to the wide side of the field. Villanueva looking that way, still looking that way, a ton of time. Finally goes over the middle. Wide open receiver, touchdown, Sunnyside, Alonzo Palacios.
He actually missed the first receiver running up the seam. I thought that was going to be the touchdown, and when he missed him, the guy that was following, there's a guy that's always open behind the open dude. That's the quarterback's.
And when you have that much time, Brandon, somebody's going to work their way open, it seems.
When you're at the prior play, you're scrambling, and so now you have. He's an athletic quarterback and presents a lot of. It's a problem for the defense for sure.
Ramon Casas on for the point after try, and it's been a little tentative tonight for the Grizzlies. I don't think he got that one either. It's no good. That's the third miss point after try tonight for Ramos. And our score with 11:39 left in the fourth quarter, Sunnyside 38 and Wenatchee 14. We're back in 60 seconds.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
And we're back. The kickoff, it's taken by Mike Mahika across the 35 to about the 37-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will take over. By the way, that Grizzly drive, 9 plays, 80 yards, took 2 minutes 46 seconds off the clock, 15-yard touchdown pass, Villanueva to Palacios. Point after, no good, and that's where we stand. Our score, 38-14.
Now you're really in a hard position to, you got to throw the ball here.
You do.
There's no other way to get close here without that.
11:29 on the clock. Ball at the Wenatchee 37-yard line. Garcia, here's the handoff. And a good run again by Mahica, and they can't bring him down. What a run. It looked like about a 3-yard run and turns into a 12-yard run up to the Panther 39-yard line, or 49-yard line.
Yeah, does a great job at keeping his balance and that leverage. He spun out of a couple there and kept moving. When you spin, a lot of times you lose your speed and momentum, and he's able to keep moving forward with that. So,
but you're right, his balance is just impeccable out there. First down and 10, Panthers near midfield at their own 49. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Instead, it's going to be a handoff again around the right side. Flag comes down. Nice tackle as well. Alonzo Palacios upended Mahica. And this is going to be a hold on the Panthers. Take the ball back to about the 39-yard line and bring up a first down and 20 for Wenatchee. Don't want to go backwards in this situation, that's for sure. You want to keep moving forward. All right, first and 20, Wenatchee. Still lots of time here in the fourth quarter, but Panthers need some points on the board, and they need them quick. Pass out in the flat, and it's another one of those passes by Nell downfield, and it's McGinnis at the 15, the 10, the 5, and he is going to go in for the touchdown. 62 yards. Nell.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
It's his 4th touchdown pass of the year. 5 for 5 with 4 touchdown passes.
That is just amazing.
Yeah, from our vantage point here, I couldn't tell if it was a lateral. Had to be a lateral for him to throw it again. But I thought it was just a bubble screen the way they set it up. And Stowe, McGinnis there did a good job of doing a little stutter step and then take off. And
well, Brandon, that's how you get back in a game. You take off 1 minute, 2 seconds, and a 62-yard touchdown. That's how you get back in a game.
There's no other way to. You got to have a big play like that. And
wow.
Coach Mitchell's going with the coaches all have the predetermined play card here, so it's based on the score of the game, whether you go for 2 or not. So you can see that he's
pretty much in that situation.
Yeah, everybody goes with the stats here.
Well, you get this 2-point conversion, you're 2 scores down.
Yeah.
But then that's 2 2-point conversions to tie it, too.
Right.
Yeah. Not sure what this conversation's about, but officials talking to both coaches.
Dead ball. Penalty against Sunnyside.
So there was a dead ball penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Panthers.
Coach Mitchell not real happy about that call. So the Panthers get a much-needed touchdown to cut the lead to 38-20 now. Panthers going for 2 here. I guess they have the option where to move the ball too, don't they, on a 2-point?
Yeah, you can pick whatever hash you want to set it up. You can kick from either hash too. Nobody ever does that, but you can.
All right, here we go. 38-20, Panthers going for 2 here. Late in the ball game, 10:27 left in the fourth quarter. Garcia shotgun, looking to pass, has time, steps up in the pocket, goes over the middle of the field, has a receiver there, and the two-point conversion is successful.
He did a great job of keeping his eyes up, looking downfield as he moves around in that pocket. That's a really hard thing to do for any quarterback, let alone a guy who hasn't had a ton of action, so that's a really good look there.
But he just had composure once again. I really like that.
It looked like he had practiced his footwork drills when I saw him staying in the pocket, staying forward, not running into the sideline.
So 38-22 now. That's 2 scores now. The Panthers are down 16 points. That's a touchdown and 2 two-point conversions to tie this, and there's still a lot of time left. 10:27 left in the fourth quarter. Panthers only 2 plays on that touchdown and 63 yards, including a 62-yard pass from Nell to McGinnis. Two-point conversion, good. And that's where we stand. This should be a pretty good finish. Panthers need a stop now here on defense, or maybe a turnover. You never know what could happen here.
You're going to move it back after that unsportsmanlike after the touchdown. So this is, again, right? These are these little things. You're already starting off schedule because you got a kick from an extra 15 yards back, and that just gives Sunnyside better field position.
Back there again is Ramon Casas to receive this kick. Anthony Garcia to kick it off for the Panthers. 38-22 our score. Garcia, a little trickery there. I like it. Did take Sunnyside a little bit off, catch him a little bit off guard, but now the Grizzlies, fantastic field position at the Wenatchee 44-yard line.
I guess you're taking a risk either way.
I don't mind that call one bit.
At this point, if you kick it deep, he's gonna run it back to the 50 at this point.
Yep.
So you might as well give it a shot with where you're out on the clock.
No, I actually like the call.
And a pretty good kick. It did do what it was supposed to. It bounced off of him, and he was fortunate to fall on it, but here we go.
Villanueva, empty backfield in shotgun. Now Hansen joins him to his left. Hansen, the handoff, sidesteps through the line, gets about 5 yards to the 40-yard line. Make it 4 yards on that carry. I like the way this kid runs, don't you?
Yeah, you got to respect that the fact that this kid just keeps getting up and they keep feeding the ball.
No wonder he's got so many carries.
Right.
Now you can see it.
We only have up to last week's stats, right? But over 150 carries already, or whatever it was. Yeah.
Villanueva looking to the sideline on this 2nd down and 7. Actually 2nd down and 6. Handoff. Hansen follows his blockers, lowers his head, tries to get to the 35, doesn't make it though, and is stopped at about the 36-yard line. Another gain of 4 yards for the Grizzlies. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2 now. Ball at the Wenatchee 36-yard line with 9:24 left to go in the fourth quarter. Big 3rd down right here.
Pretty sure I know who's getting the ball. Oh.
Quick pass, flat, Palacios. I think he heard footsteps there. Mahika was coming up on him, and he kind of short-armed that one, and it's incomplete and brings up 4th down. I think I'd do that, too, if he was running up on me.
Well, I think the coach gave him an RPO, so he let him make the decision based on leverage, but that was not a good choice. 4th and 2, you give it to your guy.
Right.
That's
or
just,
keep it yourself.
Yeah, as a quarterback, quarterbacks want to take what they get.
Big 4th down play right here. 4th and 2. Ball at the Wenatchee 36-yard line.
They have leverage up top. You're going to see a screen over here to the left.
Oh. And we had some movement there. I think it's on Sunnyside too. Yeah, false start on the Grizzlies. That helps the cause.
That's a huge win for the Panthers on that one.
Brings up 4th and 7 now instead of 4th and 2. And the ball is moved back to the Wenatchee 41-yard line. Still no punts for Sunnyside, but I think I might change my ways right here. It doesn't look like they're going to, though.
Well, you know, with their PAT game, their kickoff has been decent, but their PAT game has been a mess.
So
maybe
awful.
Their punt team is similar.
All right, 4th down and 8 now for Sunnyside. Going for it here late in this game. Look at all the open field. Villanueva lowers the shoulder, cross the 35, and gets the first down to the 33-yard line.
That's a really good job of recognizing what the defense is giving you. You go and take that. So Panthers are dropping back. They're in man over the top, zone under, and had a huge hole for him to run in there. A lot of green, you saw it.
Boy, there was.
And
needed 8 yards, got about 8.5 for a first down. Under 9 minutes left now, 8:57 on the game clock. Panthers down by 2 scores here. We got a whistle on the Sunnyside side, and a timeout is called. 8:57 left to go in the 4th quarter. Our score, Sunnyside 38, Wenatchee 22. We're back with more in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
First down and 10, Grizzlies at the Wenatchee 33-yard line. Handoff, it's Hansen, tries to turn the corner, spins, does get a couple of yards, but a nice defensive play that time by Matt Wilson, the linebacker for Wenatchee.
Yeah, Matt did a great job of coming up and setting the edge there. Panther interior line really made that play be bounced outside. It didn't get to go where it wanted it to go, and Matt was there to clean it up.
Only a yard on that play, brings up 2nd down and 9. Hansen motion behind the trip receivers to the left. They like this play with the receivers blocking in front. And boy, Hansen tripped up, luckily. Or he had a lot of field to work with over there. Does get about 3 yards.
Yeah, the key when you catch that, you got to look really quick to see where your gap is, and then you got to hit it fast. And he spun his wheels a little bit trying to get through there.
He did. 3rd and 7 for the Grizzlies. Ball at the Wenatchee 30-yard line. 7:54 left to go. High snap. Villanueva handles it. Goes right side. Has a receiver. It's Diddens, the short guy who can really move, and he gets down to the 12-yard line. 18 yards on that pass and catch. Once again, the senior Cody Diddens with the big catch and a nice throw by Villanueva. He's pretty steady quarterback out there, isn't he?
You know, it's a hitch, just a simple little sit route for him. And,
right.
You know, he didn't have to make it harder than it needed to be. We saw Rigo miss a couple of those for the Panthers early, right? And that's that experience that sometimes you just take that easy throw.
1st down and 10. Grizzlies can get a first down without scoring a touchdown here. The run inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Gain of 3 for Hansen. Just continues to rack up the yardage. He's going to be close to 200 yards, isn't he, by the time this is over? He might be at 200.
He had a big chunk of it in the first half on that one single run.
62-yard run in the first half. 2nd down and 8 now for the Grizzlies. They can get a first down, as I mentioned, at about the 2-yard line. They're more content in running this clock out right now. Play clock down to 7 seconds. Villanueva Looks over the middle, had a man, and we've got a flag that came down in the backfield. Good defensive play, by the way, by the Panthers. Alonzo Palacios was open there in the middle of the field.
Quarterback missed him early, right? You saw him clear it right away, and then by that point, it was too late, and he tried to force it.
There's another flag, and that's on Sunnyside.
That's going to be unsportsmanlike on the same kid who got the holding call.
Oh, man. I hate to say it, Brandon, but I got to say it. Sunnyside has a little bit of a discipline problem on their team. I don't usually say things like that, but boy, is it obvious here tonight. They just cannot keep their heads about them.
Well, Coach Lobenthal and his brother before him, they really installed a culture of kind of competitiveness that the Sunnyside football program had. And with that, you get a little bit of a swagger going a little bit from time to time, and that can really easily get into that place where you don't have good discipline, and that's true. It's happened for a lot of years.
So the ball moves back from the 12-yard line all the way back to the Wenatchee 35-yard line. Sunnyside facing second down. They need a first down, but they have to go to the Wenatchee 2 to get it. So second down at 28. 33 it would be for the Panthers. Or for Sunnyside, I mean. Good call on second down and long. Receiver gets away. I think we might have a hold, though, as the receiver Diddens does make it to about the 25-yard line. A gain of about 8 if it stands. .6:22 left in the game. 38-22, Sunnyside on top. Boy, we've got a bunch of penalties here, Brandon. Unsportsmanlike again, a face mask. It's going to move Sunnyside back some more after that 8-yard gain. It's going to put it back to where it was at the 35-yard line. Must have been 4 penalties on that one play. 6:22.
And you're reaching and you're not, all that stuff just magnifies as the game goes on.
2nd and 33 once again for the Sunnyside Grizzlies. Clock moving as we approach 6 minutes left in the game. Villanueva back to pass, has a man, and another flag comes down. This might be roughing the passer on the Panthers as the ball is caught at about the 13-yard line. Make it the 15. Gain of 18 yards on the play. Sunnyside moving back.
Not sure.
Must have been a late hold.
Roughing the passer.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we saw Owen Irvin shaking his head like he was mad at himself for not being able to pull back a little bit. Owen's a real strong, aggressive kid, and
that's hard to do.
Yeah,
pull back.
At all levels,
really
it's hard
is.
to do. And when you're
I watch these defenders in pro football trying to pull up when a quarterback slides.
Yeah.
People don't realize how hard that is to do.
You get kind of, with the slow motion that the NFL cameras,
right.
You think, you can just do. No, it's
momentum.
And those guys, they play the game pretty fast.
Yes, they do. So now Sunnyside 1st and goal from the Panthers' 7-yard line. After all of that, Sunnyside down to the 7 with 6:04 left on the clock. And once again, a meeting by the officials. right, it looks like we're about ready for football once again. First and goal, ball at the 7-yard line. As the clock dips under 6 minutes now left to go. Sunnyside with all kinds of time on the play clock. I'm sure they're going to use as much of that as they possibly can here. 7 seconds now. Villanueva shotgun, looking right, goes right, corner of the end zone, has his receiver, touchdown, Cody Diddens from 7 yards. Villanueva throws that fade really well, doesn't he?
I was just looking at that corner thinking, man, that was a really good throw.
It sure was.
You did it. Is exactly the thing you just said. You put it in the one place where your receiver can get it.
Right, because the coverage wasn't bad.
No, there's just that little hole in that coverage there, and that's where you tell your quarterback, hey, throw it to that little spot. You know, you put a garbage can in the corner and you play the game where you try to throw it in the car.
Exactly.
Maybe not that far in the back of the end zone on that one, but certainly a really good throw there and catch.
All right. On for the extra point, and it's been an adventure, and it's good this time for the Grizzlies. With 5:38 left to go in this one, Grizzlies have it in hand now. It's Sunnyside 45 and Wenatchee 22. We're back with more football action in 60 seconds.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
You won't be voting for Congress or the presidency this year, but local elections are the place where your voice can make the most difference. Wenatchee Valley candidates are lining up to serve on city councils and school boards on both sides of the Columbia River. NCWLIFE put all of them in the hot seat so you can find the ones who represent you the best. Watch our interviews at these times and dates right here on our channel or anytime online at ncwlife.com. You're watching the NCWLIFE channel. Your vote matters to us.
Right, Carlos Vasquez now on to kick for Sunnyside. It's taken by, is it McGinnis?
Yep.
It is. Left side has all kinds of room, still has room. He's going to take it to the house. 20, 10, touchdown Panthers, 75 yards for McGinnis.
It's a good shot in the arm for the Panthers there. Looking at the, this is the time of the game where you're looking at the clock and how much time you got left and how many, you're doing some math to try to see if we can keep a few more of those coming.
So the Panthers, I'm guessing, will go for 2 again here.
Yeah, yep, they're already lining them up out there to go for it.
45-28, at least temporarily, 5:27 on the clock. 75-yard kickoff return for Stowe McGinnis. How about that? Your last senior home game, you're going to kick back 75 yards. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Stowe was a new football player last year, and he's really improved this year as well. He's one of the faster kids on the team. He runs on the track team for the Panthers and part of the relay, 4x1 relay.
You can tell the track kids when they get out in the open how they run.
Yeah, they get a little more stride to them.
They do.
Yeah.
All right, Panthers going for 2 here to try and cut this lead to 45-30 here late in the game. Mahika in the backfield. Garcia back to pass. Looking for someone, and it's knocked down nicely in a good defensive play by Ramon Casas, and the 2-point try is no good.
Just got a flag thrown here at the end of the play, Grant. It looks like a
celebration, maybe?
It's going to be something with unsportsmanlike.
So our score remains 45-28 with 5 minutes and 27 seconds left. unsportsmanlike on Sunnyside once again. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. And by Valley Tractor, North Central Washington's trusted equipment and rental dealer for 75 years. Thanks so much to all our sponsors that make sports possible here on the NCWLIFE channel. 45-28 our score. With the penalty, Garcia will probably kick this right out of the stadium.
Well,
did they move? They did.
They haven't moved it yet. They're going to move it now, and I mean, I don't think they're going to kick it out.
Onside kick.
Yeah, I mean, they did it when they were in their other.
Right,
you know, they got to do it again.
Especially at this spot.
So it'll be some kind of a little.
And as they say, all the hands people are up for Sunnyside in that front line. See Diddens in the mix there. Also number 5, Adrian Ramos, a receiver.
Well, they're not going to pretend. They're just going to do it. You can see these lining up, and he's got the ball set on the tee for the onside.
Here we go with an onside kick, Garcia. Got to go 10 yards, remember, and that did not. That's where it'll be spotted then, right? Or is that I thought that's a penalty, isn't it?
It's supposed to be a penalty.
No flags. That's strange. I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, it's not. It didn't go 10 yards, so it's not a legal kick. And unless there's a rule change that I'm not aware of for high school football that's a little different. But
leaving it right there. Okay, Sunnyside will have it at their own 36-yard line with 5:27 left to go. Handoff, Hansen, left side, has some running room, carries the Owen Irvin with him for about 3 yards and gets close to the 45-yard line, a gain of 8 yards on that first down carry. You're taking Owen Irvin with you, 6'3", 220 pounds. You got some strong legs.
Owen is a solid kid, man. I guess as a kid, he's a great kid, but he's solidly built.
Right.
For sure.
2nd down and 2 now for the Grizzlies. Handoff, it's Hansen, almost got his head taken off. I think we're going to get a penalty on that. That happened at about the 42-yard line.
It was the easiest call for them to make all night on that one.
Hansen's like, come on, I've had 35 carries tonight. Give me a break. So it is a face mask on the Panthers. With 4:57 on the clock. The officials, I guess, trying to decide where to mark it off from. I don't know what the... It happened at around the 41.
Right.
Officials still talking it over at about the 43-yard line. So I wonder where we're going with it. Okay, here we go with the mark off. Into Panther territory, all the way down to the 41-yard line of Wenatchee. It'll be 1st down and 10 there for the Grizzlies. Hansen in the backfield to Villanueva's right side. Handoff, goes to the right, now heads up the middle of the field. Brought down at around the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards for Hansen on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't think well, every time I say that, they run something different, but at this point of the game, 24 is getting the ball every play for me. Maybe have your quarterback keep it a couple times to
or
mix it
maybe
up.
put your backup in for a few plays.
Well, you want to hold on to the ball.
That's true.
Just...
Second and 5, clock moving. Here's Hansen again, gets hit hard. Still keeps those legs moving, though, and gets a pretty nice gain. Not quite to the 30, across the 35 to the 33-yard line. A tough 3 yards that time for Derek Hansen.
John Gutzweiler met him a little far downfield, but did meet him and stood him up, and he was able to spin for another yard. Like you mentioned with Michael Mahika with the Panthers, this guy, he always falls forward, too.
He does. It's a sign of a good running back.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, you get another yard. They all add up.
3rd and 2 now for the Grizzlies. 3:42 left in the game. Villanueva looking to pass, looking left, flushed out of the pocket, goes right side. The receiver came back for the ball, Palacios. And he does have enough for a first down to the Panther 25-yard line. Gain of 8 yards on that, and a great job by the receiver to come back to the football, right, Brandon? Your quarterback's in a little bit of trouble.
Right, yeah, you're taught, right? You run your routes.
Right.
He had his route, and then they actually, well, most teams practice what happens, that scramble drill. You break off your route, and you come back to the ball, and that's why. I mean, he did a really good job keeping that play alive, the quarterback, and then that's why, right? A little pitch and catch. And
keeps the clock moving, stayed inbounds.
Yeah.
1st and 10, Grizzlies. Here's Hansen up the middle. Big gain. Now kicks it out right side. Will he get to the end zone? He won't, but he'll get inside the 5-yard line to about, right at the 5-yard line. 19 yards on that carry for Hansen. And I guarantee you he is over 200 yards in this ball game. We will give you all those stats here at the end of the game.
Yeah, he has not lost the Big 9 lead on
no,
tonight.
He sure hasn't. Or on carries.
No.
1st and goal for the Grizzlies here. Clock is stopped with 3 minutes left. Villanueva and shotgun. Handoff. Who else? Hansen. Short gain to about the 4. Give him 1 yard on that one. And a timeout called by Wenatchee. 2 minutes, 53 seconds left to go in this ball game. Sunnyside 45, Wenatchee 28. We're back to the field in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
When you enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place, close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
2 minutes, 53 seconds left to go in this one, and it looks like the Sunnyside Grizzlies will improve to 3-2 in league play. The Panthers will fall to 3-3. As we just lost almost all of our papers.
Tornado ripped through here, Grant. Sorry, man.
Oh, man. 2nd and goal. Pitch out, Hansen, left side, looking for the end zone, does find the corner, and that is a touchdown for the Grizzlies. 4-yard touchdown run for Derek Hansen.
Your piece of paper's out on the middle of the field there. And it made it all the way over to the Sunnyside sideline.
That is just strange. They're looking for information.
Yeah.
That's one of the few papers I didn't write on, so you're not going to get anything off of that one. All right, extra point try, and it's been an adventure tonight for Sunnyside. Ramon Casas on. Snap a little wide. This time it looks like it's right through the middle, and it's good. 2:45 left to go in this ball game. It's now Sunnyside 52 and Wenatchee 28. Once again, we're back in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this one. Sunnyside has the game well in hand now. A score of 52-28. Disappointing for the Panthers. This was a big game tonight for sole possession of third place in the Big Nine. Panthers aren't out of it yet, but 3-3. But things have to happen for them to get in the top 3 now at the end of this season. Sunnyside improves to 3-2, and they will take sole possession of third place, but I guess it depends on what West Valley does tonight as well. They're also sitting at 2-2.
It's a strange league, the way that it's lined up and the allocations for playoffs.
All right, here's the kick. And with the penalty through the end zone. So Wenatchee gets the football with 2:45 left to go. Ball will be at their own 20-yard line. Just big plays once again for the Panthers. A 62-yard pass play and a 75-yard kickoff return. That's been it this second half for the Panthers. Just really couldn't establish anything fluid throughout this second half. All right, here we go with the Panthers, 1st and 10. Ball at their own 20. Garcia back to pass. All kinds of open field on this left side. Tries to pick up a block from Nell. Does a nice bit of running across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. And that's a gain of 16 on first down on that nice scramble by Garcia.
Did a good job of keeping that play alive and scrambling to the open space, right? Staying away from the defense, but Sunnyside's going to be dropping. As you can see, they have 5 DBs in, nickel package, and
they'll give Wenatchee chunks of yardage.
That's a win for them. They'll let the quarterback scramble around for 15 yards anytime.
2:17 on the clock. 1st and 10 Panthers. Pass to Nell, near side at about the 41-yard line. Gain of 5 yards on that pass. Ball spotted at the Panther 41-yard line. Under 2 minutes now, to minute 50 left to go. Panthers split 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Garcia gets Sunnyside to move this time. I think the first time that the Grizzlies have jumped off.
Hopefully they call it on Sunnyside on that. There was some movement on our line too, but
that should be enough for a Panther first down, or right at it. Boy, and that is right at it.
Oh, they're gonna move the chains, so they give it to him.
Yep. With a minute 42 left.
First down for the Patriots.
Garcia shotgun. Ball at the Wenatchee 46-yard line. Lots of time. Garcia over the middle of the field. It's Nell. Works that middle of the field, heads upfield, and a nice gain into the Sunnyside territory to the 41-yard line. About 14 yards on that play.
Rigo's done a good job of seeing that inside dig route, and that was another good route by Mike Annell there to sit in that hole. And
it really was.
And he's thrown it well the couple times that they've had success with it.
First down and 10, Panthers. Clock moving at 1:08 left now. Wenatchee down 52-28. Here's Garcia. All kinds of open field to the right. He's going to throw it right side instead. It's picked off. Picked off by Mason Streak. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Left side, and finally gets drugged down at about the 39-yard line. That could have been a saving tackle right there.
You're going to get another penalty. Sunnyside defender came to the cutback block, blindside.
Comes with 49.2 seconds left.
That's unfortunate. He had a lot of room to run and probably could have put another 20 yards of
oh man,
yardage on. Then force it. That's that experience factor again. Sometimes you want to take a shot. You don't need to.
That ball will be moved way up across the 50 into Wenatchee territory and spotted at the Panther 46-yard line. 49 seconds left to go.
This is their version of the victory formation.
It sure looks like it, doesn't it? And Villanueva will take a knee. .35 seconds left. Sunnyside's gonna just let this run out. Once again, one more kneel down and that should do it. And that will do it. Sunnyside celebrates out there. 6 seconds left, 5. And that is the ball game here from Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Our final score, Sunnyside 52 and Wenatchee 28. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with post-game stats, and we'll wrap it up here right after this.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new midsize Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel. Grant Olson and Brandon Harley back at the Apple Bowl, where the Sunnyside Grizzlies have defeated the Wenatchee Panthers on homecoming by a final score of 52-28. And Brandon, it was done basically with explosive plays, and Sunnyside just the more explosive offense tonight.
Right. With during the break, we checked the stats here. Sunnyside had over 600 yards of total offense, and the stats are pretty telling with that. That they just couldn't contain that.
My big question, Derek Hansen, how many yards did he end up with, Brandon?
Derek Hansen ended up with 32 carries for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
Wow.
So he toted the rock a lot for them. Julian Villanueva, the quarterback, he may have, this is impressive as Derek Hansen stats were. He had 11 rushes for 46 yards and a touchdown, but he was 20 of 21 throwing the ball for 304 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Wow.
So they had a pretty balanced passing running game. They had Sunnyside had 310 yards rushing and 304 yards passing.
Holy cow.
Cody Diddens, 6 receptions for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. Adrian Ramos had 5 catches, 90 yards and a touchdown. Mason Strick had 1 catch for 20. Ramon Cezes had 1 for 15 and a touchdown. So the whole team, the ball was spread around a little bit there. For the Panthers, they had over 400 yards total offense as well. A lot of that coming on the ground, though. We had 8 carries by Rigo Garcia for 68 yards. Russell Cade had 4 for 16, but Michael Mahuka also carried the rock 20 times for 120 yards and a touchdown. Passing, a little bit harder there. Rigo was 6 of 15 for 99 yards. The stat that stands out for that is the 2 double passes. Mike Annell was 2 for 2 for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns. Stowe McGinnis had the big kickoff return for a touchdown late. It was 72 yards or so.
75, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. But 614 yards for Sunnyside's offense, and that was really the game.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
Well, the Panthers fall to 3-3 now in league play, and Sunnyside improves to 3-2 on the year. And we've got, what, 1 week of regular season left, Brandon?
Yeah, I think there's a gap in the schedule for next week for the Panthers. It was a bye week,
right,
an unfilled week. So they have to wait to see what the following week will allow them. So in some ways, yeah, this is they will have 1 more game, I do believe. So, but
Okay.
I don't think that's a guaranteed home game for sure.
Once again, I want to thank our crew, Eli Ginter, Cagney Fox, Dan Kuntz, Juan Sanchez, Callie Benson, Miranda Torres Pardo, Xavier Guerra, Tim Bronowski, and for my partner, Brandon Harley. I'm Grant Olson, hoping you have a great night and a fantastic weekend ahead. Once again, our final score, Sunnyside 52 and Wenatchee 28. Good night, everyone.
Handoff to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from 1 man, got away from 2. Squirts between the...
Thanks for watching exclusive coverage of high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. This broadcast has been sponsored in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dick Seating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Valley Tractor. We now return you to normal broadcasting already in progress on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
Beautiful read by Ryan Branham. He'll score from 20 yards out.